TCH Social, we're trying to expand and give a slightly more elevated experience. We wanted to have, the full bar, full restaurant experience. I think one of the things that has been lacking at some of our other locations is, provide, top quality food.
And Justin Richardson. I'm the corporate chef with Texas Card House.
Chef Justin, since he came on, has really helped us hone in on what our guests are really looking for.
The sweetness from the strawberry contrasts with the beautiful saltiness from the bacon.
I wanted to take something that was easy, flexible, and convenient for our players to enjoy so that they can continue playing, make it a little bit more of a homey, loungy, comforting environment versus your average poker house.
Yep. Chef Justin, how's it going?
Good, how are y'all? How was the game?
Oh, it was
Great. Awesome.
Man, we just did a tasting and it could not have been better.
So we came at the new menu with the approach of what do they already love? What do the guests already really appreciate? And what can we build upon?
Good news is Bad Beat Bacon's still good from the second time. This is the best Bad Beat Bacon I think I've ever had.
I definitely think the Bad Beat Bacon was one of those items that kind of set the tone for where we wanted to take the direction of the menu and kind of some of the concepts.
And those eggs are just waiting to explode over there. The tater tots, all the stuff, you get all the stuff mixed with it, really good. The chicken sandwich was killer. It's thinking about fried chicken places, you think of Chick-fil-A, but I'd put our chicken up against any of those.
Because I'm just such a nerd for chicken sandwiches and I love good coleslaw too.
So I haven't had, what is this? This is French toast sticks. Oh my gosh. Man.
That's a little piece of the Bad Beat Bacon on top.
This is the best dessert I've ever had.
With French toast, you can
Celebrate Texas Card House Dallas' 4th anniversary. High hands from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. $1,000 drawings every hour from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Buy 4 hours for $44.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to TCH Live here at Texas Card House Dallas. You are here tonight for the final table of the bigger one, the weekly tournament we have every week right here at Texas Card House Dallas. I am RJ Dupree in the booth. Joining me alongside is Eric Van Loozen. Happy to call you partner. What's up, buddy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man? How you doing, RJ?
Doing great. Doing great. Happy to see some final table action tonight. The cards are already in the air, so we will check out this hand, and then we'll look at some payouts and see what's going on with that. Looks like we've already got ace-jack versus pocket sixes, at least.
Yeah, familiar faces here. Hope you guys are going to engage with us in the chat tonight and have a good time. Some local favorites and some new faces. So looking forward to a good night. 14,000 plus up top.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to go around the table here and check out these players. But right now, that is Arun in the 8th seat. He has ace-jack. He raised it up to 80,000. We will see this flop 3 ways. Queen, jack, 8. A little bit of action. See, Arun comes in with a pretty heavy stack here, almost $1,985,000. Roger here on the button. He's flop top pair. He's got 370,000 in his stack.
Yeah, one of the shorter stacks at the final table here.
Could be getting into some stack to pot ratio here for Roger. This pot swelling up to over 500,000 already. Arun, a very familiar face around Texas Card House Dallas and Las Colinas.
Absolutely.
He likes to get after it in these tournaments, and he's had some good runs for sure. It's good to see him at this final table tonight.
Yeah, he wisely checks over to Roger, who had position on him. Smelled a little fishy to him, making that call, so he's going to slow down.
Yeah,
see if he can get away here from it, just a pair of jacks.
And even though we're down to our final 9, these guys might have seen each other along the way sometime today, so they are probably familiar with one another a little bit.
He's going to make a call, see if he can improve.
3 of spades, clean run out here for Roger.
Roger's going to just take it to showdown. Pair of queens is good.
Check, check.
All right, nice start of the final table for Roger, winning our first pot there.
Showdown value. Here's a look at our payouts, what we're playing for tonight. We've had 167 entries to this $400 buy-in. It's one of the best weekly tournaments you could possibly get in. And we are looking at a guarantee of $1,480 for these 9 players, playing with a top prize of $14,580.
Very nice. There's our chip stacks there. It's like Michael in our 5-seed, very familiar face to TCH poker tournaments. Excellent player. He's going to be our short stack currently at the table.
Flacco, this is, I believe, his second time on the stream. He competed in a final table not long ago of the even bigger one, not just the big one.
Yep.
So it's good to see him back.
Nice, 100.
Yeah, he was fresh from, moved here from El Paso. He's in Fort Worth now.
That's right.
And made that final table and knocked out TJ Cloutier.
That's right. He and TJ had some battles that night. That was a fantastic stream.
Wow, AK putting in a raise in the hijack with a 10-4.
10-4, good, buddy.
10-4 over and out. Nice hand there.
So there you go. There's another look at those chip stacks. You can kind of get an idea of where all the chips are sitting. It looks like they're different than what I expected. Okay, the 4-seat, 940,000. Flacco in the 7-seat with 950. So we got 4, 7, and 9. So the big stacks are a little bit spread out here. So that'll be interesting to see how they can possibly pick on each other, maybe take out some shorties, or see if the shorties want to go after them. So it's always fun to see how the final table is set up. And so, yeah, the big stacks are spread out.
Nobody with a commanding lead.
Right.
So, you know, one double up for, you know, Mr. Michael Bishop there in the 5-seat. And he's right back in business. Shout out to Teresa Bishop, wishing her man good luck. Says, good luck, Mike Bishop.
Yeah, thanks for swinging by, Teresa. Appreciate that in the chat.
Derby D. What's going on, brother?
Derby D. I just got back from Derby Town. Fresh off a plane myself.
As long as you didn't rob any banks, we're good.
Yep, we should be good.
Should be good.
We call it Louisville here. We call it Louisville when you're there.
Louisville.
Yep.
Gotta swallow the tongue. Huh?
That's right. Yeah,
Louisville.
just have a mouthful when you say it, and you're good. Here we go. And number 4. And it was fun when I was in Louisville. Shout out to a couple of people, by the way. Faulkner and Papa Faulkner, Jeff. They're friends of TCH Live. They like the show. They like to check in once in a while. We had a good time visiting with those guys.
Heck yeah.
There you go. So I got to do some marketing while I was out there.
That's right.
They wanted to see if I could get an Eric Van Loosen autograph for them, and
Shoot.
I said, I don't know about all that.
It ain't worth much.
But yeah, shout out to those guys for checking in. That was pretty awesome.
Michael is going to rip it all in with the King Dewey, pushing Harvey out of the pot. King High is usually good in those blind-on-blind battles.
Yeah, blind-on-blind violence. King High's not too bad of a deal, and Ripalicious will take it down.
Definitely played the most with Michael, myself, out of this table. Very fun guy to play with. Very knowledgeable tournament poker player. Plays a lot of cash. Plays PLO quite a bit too. Really enjoy Michael in the room.
So as you can see there, the 6 and the 5 a little bit short, and the 3 I believe was the extra shorty. So those are the guys that will be having to move here pretty quick, as blinds are 20,000, 40,000, 40,000. Yeah, the 3-seat there, JV, 345,000. So not too dangerous just yet, but he'll be looking for something to move on.
Yeah, good spot here again. Trying to pick up some blinds.
Uh-oh, we got action.
Ace high, usually good to try to steal those blinds, but Harvey right behind him, waking up with the ace queen. We'll wait till the hand's over till we call that the hand it normally goes by.
Yeah, all in for 410,000 here. He picked up the blinds on the last one, got him up to a 10x stack. So ace on the button is still pretty strong with 10x. You probably want to roll with it. The problem is there is a premium right behind him.
Oh my goodness.
And an extra premium.
And Flacco's got them both covered. Look at this, folks.
Flacco wasting no time. He said, let's get it in there.
Hand number 5, ace 5, ace queen, ace king. Shout out to the lovely Miss Dina, RJ, doing her best.
That's right.
She's trying to end this tournament early.
Fireworks already.
She's been working hard all day long. She says, get me out of here.
The standard stuff right there. Ace on the button. Ace queen in the small blind, and ace king says, let's get in there too.
Look at Mike. You can see Michael's face right now. He's grinning, going, "What did I just run into?" I mean, good God.
Well, 5 will help you, Mike.
Yep. 5 or some wheel cards.
All right, let's see here. Flacco's going to have everyone covered.
Yeah, 1.57 in the pot.
So if ace king holds, it will knock out 2 people. He'll try to avoid a queen.
Teresa calling for a 5. Calling for a 5 for Michael. One time, she says. Oh, the
Queen in the window.
No spades for anyone.
All right. That's going to punish the ace-5. We're going to need a king here for Flacco.
That is going to do it for Michael. King and a king only for Flacco.
Oh my God! And the nastiness ensues.
Hand number 5, double knockout from Flacco.
Just took 5 hands for the final table to get naughty tonight here at the bigger one.
Wow, and
or the big one.
We're down to just a couple, so we'll go to those prizes now because we just lost Michael and Harvey. Good game, gentlemen. You grinded all day long to make it to this final table. What a hand. 5 hands in. Looks like Michael's going to be our 9th place finisher for 1480, and Harvey is going to finish 8th for 1720.
Wow, sweet run for those guys.
Wow.
Nice cash out and an exciting finish. So sorry about that, but hey, be proud of a sweet run and a final table appearance and a nice little prize for you.
Well, I'm not rooting for anybody, but it was kind of fun having Teresa in the chat because
right?
You could tell she was going to be a big fan, and we were going to get to engage with her, but what a hand.
Let's see here. Teresa was pulling for that 5. What a bink, says really David.
Yes, sir. It is live. We're on a 15-minute delay, so we're watching it with you guys in real time. Just a 15-minute delay.
JV finds a suited ace to go all in. He's in the 3 seat. He's below.
Yeah, he's already laddered up 2 spots.
There you go. Yeah, right. And he will pick up a blinds and antes here, so he'll chip up just a bit, get close to that 10x mark.
Yeah, blinds are still at 20,000, 40,000, 40,000, so 100,000 in the pot every hand. Nice pickup there for the 3 seat. Mr. JV. Definitely playing at a varsity level, not JV though.
That's right. At the varsity table tonight, he has made it through a lot of entries to get here. And yeah, laddered up 2 spots by the chaos that ensued in hand number 5. JV, pocket 6s this time. Doesn't want to mess with it. He's got about 11 blinds now. So Flacco picks up that monster pot, by the way. Now he's chip leader nearly 2 million in his stack. So he will be able to push around a little bit.
Doing them chip leader things, right? Pushing down on the small blind and big blind and taking down 100,000.
Yeah, he can put a little, just with some small raises now, he can put a lot of pressure on the stacks behind him.
Yeah, and with a stack like that now, obviously, those are hands he's going to want to play anyway, the Jack-8 suited.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he takes the continued aggressive line when he's in position against a lot of these shorter stacks. You can see there really just the one short stack, JV. Peter, Arun down there, it's 685 and 700. So, you know, that could definitely take an arm or leg off of even Flacco's stack.
Right. They've still got 15, 16 blinds, so they'll be able to maneuver a little bit.
Margot, Joseph, what's your limit?
Not a very talkative table yet, but let the cards do the talking.
Been pretty focused, pretty chill. Arun picks up ace king, big slick on the button. He knows what to do with that. Those red chips that he flicked in there are worth 100,000.
AK doesn't want to double down with that blackjack hand.
Steady dose of blackjack hands surrounding that ace king, and
that's right.
Arun will take it down.
Jack Cecil says TCH and UFC at the same time tonight.
There you go. That's a big night right there.
Hell yeah. The fact that people are even tuning in to us when there's a big fight on, we appreciate that.
We got our own battles right here at Texas Card House Dallas.
Usually a little less bloody, but that hand number 5 there was some blood in that one. Who's fighting on the card tonight, Jack?
Oh man, I watched it all weekend and I can't remember the big fight. I did pay attention a little bit. I'll be mad when he says it. I should remember, but I don't.
It's been a great day. Big upsets in football.
Yeah, it has. Great sports weekend, and finishing it off with a little nightcap of Texas Card House poker. Flacco suited Canuters. 7-6 of clubs.
Flacco's a cool cat too. You know, he came
great.
right in,
Yeah.
new to the area, and very friendly. Gets along with everybody, and obviously making some serious runs in our tournaments. So
Absolutely, I have a chance to deal with or just visit with him a few times at Las Colinas as well, and yeah, he's been great. Finds a spot to min click it here with his 6-7 suited and some rags behind him, so he will be able to take it down. Nobody else gets to see a flop.
Yep.
Just takes a little bit of pressure to force those guys in or out.
Yeah, tough at this stage to even call those min clicks when you're gotten a dusty hand out of position like a 6-4 offsuit there. We do have some more tournament news to share with you folks as the night goes on, so we'll do that. Of course, Dina's probably going to get these cards out faster than RJ and I can speak since we're a little slow. But a lot of cool tournament stuff going on in TCH, both Dallas and upcoming in Austin.
October has become poker tournament season here.
It really has. It's going to be awesome.
All right, Wesley's under the gun with a suited ace-10. He'll bump it up. Let's see how his sizing goes. Actually, he just called with the suited ace-10. Ace-10, always a fun, tricky hand in tournaments, and it seems like you always get tested with it under the gun a couple of times.
100.
He's about to. Here we go, AK. Wow.
All right, we've got some holdings here. So AK bumped it up pretty good with those threes. 100,000 to go.
Of course, if Wesley could see their cards, we know he'd come in there. He might anyway, though. Ace-10 spades, pretty good hand. All right, 3 ways.
3 ways for 100,000 each.
There we go.
Yeah, these cards are super, super slick. This table is very fancy, very technologically advanced, and sometimes those cards will get away because they are slick.
AK is going to think that is a good flop for his hand with the threes.
He likes it. He bets 150.
Test on the waters.
I would imagine Roger's going to like it as well.
Seat 1, call. Seat 4, call.
So Roger again just calls. Be interesting to see what happens here if a big card comes out. Now this pot ballooning up to 750,000.
Ooh, thought that was a 3. It looks like a deuce ball.
Just a duck.
Just a duck.
Pocket threes decide to check here, and Roger will take advantage of that. Bet a little hefty, just 200,000 here.
AK's like, what is going on here? Kind of a smaller size bet. Is he just trying to steal this from me? Or does he really have a pair? Hard to get a pair in poker.
It's hard to get a pair, but these nines have played a little bit trappy, which is kind of puts you in an interesting spot, right? You don't get to play nines trappy all the time, but occasionally that low flop will come out and you're just kind of stuck.
Like you said, if we had got a card jack or better, on that turn, might have been a little different situation there. Might have seen a check back.
So Roger able to take it down there on the turn. Well played. The Brazilian stud Pereira. That's right. I do remember seeing that. Piero versus Roundtree.
Nice. Yeah, Flacco the taco.
Here we go, some more nines. This time, the black version of the truck starter. Arun has 800,000 in his stack. He'll raise it up. 85,000. Now that is 2x and a tickler.
1-4. 2-4.
AK in the hijack there. He's trying to make something happen. He's going to see a flop with his 3-4 suited. I think he's putting a little bit of pressure on himself over there when he may or may not have to just yet, but definitely looks like he's feeling it by putting a little extra juice in there with 3s on the last one, and now he's seeing a flop with 3-4 suited, but they can do some cracking.
Well, Wesley's going to take another shot at it with the ace-10, unsuited this time.
Back-to-back ace-10.
How about
gotta love that.
ace-10-4, 2 hearts, action flop.
There you go. Top twosies for Wesley.
150.
Arun going to try to represent that range.
Is there really 2 hearts out there, by the way?
There are 2 hearts out
Okay. So AK's going to have a pair and a flush draw. See what he wants to do with that. He just calls.
Here comes the heater. Wesley is all in for $695.
Oh, this could be some action here.
AK going, what do I do now? Oh, it's going to be his tournament life on the line.
You can see those outs across the top of your screen there. That is a lot of outs, even when you're facing top 2.
Oh, he's going to do it. Pair and a flush draw
I
versus
thought he might go
2
for this.
pair. Here we go. Hand number 11.
More chaos. Let's go.
AK's tournament life is on the line.
There you go. Hearts and a 4 is what AK is going to try to catch here. He's in there. He is at risk. A deuce of clubs on the turn.
Could hit a 5 now.
Ace
full
ball.
house. That's how you win with ace-10. Wesley going to get almost a double up. He did have him covered.
There you go. Do a little counting here to make sure.
5, 6. He got you covered.
I'm telling you, it's good luck when ace-10 starts bringing in tables in the tournament, especially at the final table.
AK is eliminated. He is going to be our 7th place finisher? No. 7th place, right?
Let's see. We lost 9th.
Yeah.
We lost 8th. AK will finish in 7th place for that prize of $1,915. Sweet run for AK. 167 entries today, so these guys have nothing to be ashamed about. Sweet run, sweet payout for AK. Nice job.
Yeah, nice showing there. Took a shot, pair and a flush draw. Pretty juicy sized pot already when he got his money in, so.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he was kind of playing those crackers and low pairs early at the final table, so he was anxious to make something happen and found a spot that something could have definitely happened, but to no avail. Nice finish for him.
Well, everybody who's watching, give AK a good GG in the chat. Great job, AK, making this final table 167 entries. So finishing 7th place is makes you no slouch, that's for sure.
Arun, another middle pair here. Steady dose of middle pairs and ace kings for Arun. Always interesting to have that little run.
And Dina is just knocking him dead already.
Let's go. 3 players eliminated already, just in 12 hands.
25.50.
We are already down to 6.
All right, hand lucky number 13 here. 6 players left.
6 players left. It'll be fun to see when the button goes through that right side. JB here, looking at kings.
Couple of black cowboys here.
Uh-oh, we got some action in the big blind as
go.
Arun has ace king. JB's at risk with pocket kings.
At risk. Gonna have to dodge 3 aces and some Broadway cards.
This is a little more than half of Arun's stack here, so this is a big hand for him as well.
Yeah, hearts are live as well. Ashley Hines saying love Dina, she's the best. Well, she's doing her duties right now. We've got action on this final table. we assure you, this is not rigged. This is just card distribution.
All right, straight up fantastic stuff. 8-4. Jack, 2 clubs. Ace of clubs is over there.
Looking for an ace and an ace only.
No help.
Full double up there for JV. No longer our short stack at the table. That is now Mr. Arun, who's left with just 270K. Just over 5 big blinds, barely.
Yeah, always with a little bit of a rough spot when that doesn't pan out for you, right? When you get a chance to go after that 10x all in and you're big blind and you have an ace king or a premium of some sort and it doesn't work out, it's always crushing psychologically. And this time it also just happened to take about 65% of your stack. Left you pretty short. Peter's under the gun for this one. He's got ace jack.
Raise the 120. Fold, fold.
Flacco not trying to get too crazy with that suited queen on the button.
So blinds are up here. Blinds are now 25,000, 50,000. So that raise of 120 there from Peter
gets him off the schneid.
Yeah,
wins his first hand.
2.45 there on the raise.
Thank you everybody for joining us here on this Saturday night. TCH Dallas against RJ Dupree and Eric Van Loosen in the booth tonight. Excited to be here. We're going to be here most Saturdays from here on out, so thank you guys for tuning in. Hope to see some new faces in the chat. Make sure if you're enjoying it that you smash that like button for us, and of course subscribe to the channel so you can get all the updates.
Raise 150.
Wesley's got a fun hand here. He's going to raise it up. 3x with the 10-9 of spades. Perfect timing. Nobody has anything to call him with.
Yeah, gotta love it when you have perfect timing. I just took a moment to check out the chat and smash like myself.
There's our buddy Donald Davis. What's going on, Mr. Don?
He has 104 TCH Live loyalty points. Congrats, Don.
Heck yeah.
Here we go.
See if he can't spin it up.
Our friends at Streamlabs helping everyone out in the chat, getting their gamble on, I guess. And also, they want to see us get to 150 likes. So make sure you're clicking like, smash subscribe so you don't miss any of this exciting action coming from any of the TCH locations. Roger here picks up kings on the button. It's folded around to him. He will raise to 125.
That's right. Got the 2 red cowboys. They're going to win.
No action from the blind, so he will take it down.
Got the lovely Dallas skyline on the table. I saw our friends down in Houston, TCH
Pretty
Houston.
sweet.
They've got the Houston skyline on their table. The fellas down there in the Rio Grande Valley, they've got palm trees on their table.
That's right. I've seen that one. Yep.
And I'm wondering what Austin's going to do with theirs. If they're maybe going to put the Capitol building
That's
or
right. I hear that's
something.
the Capitol. Yeah,
Yeah.
That would make sense. Maybe a tower clock in the Capitol or something like
There you
that.
go. Arun looking at an ace-10.
There you go. Can't beat that. You get
Shippy Longstocking.
super short.
He's going to ship it. Peter says, I don't want anything to do with this with pocket 4s.
Yeah, would have had to kind of get creative there to have a shot with those 4s, but he just lets it go. Arun takes down the blinds and antes, and he'll pick up 125,000.
That's right.
When he only put about 250 out there, so that's a nice little win for him.
Absolutely.
Especially under the gun now, blinds are coming through again.
He's hoping he can get a decent hand and maybe do the same thing with.
All right, under the gun for Arun.
This is going to be a close spot.
Yeah, he's got that look like it's a close spot and doesn't want to do it.
100,000 going into the pot for him next hand too.
I think
Tough.
I think I would have rolled with it, but yeah, that's a tough spot. He definitely would have got action here probably with the suited ace-8 on the button.
Raise 125.
No one's in there, so that gives JV a chance to raise it up.
Yeah. I mean, that is a hand that an all-in could get to fold sometimes, though. An ace-8,
yeah,
suited
for sure.
or not, sometimes.
Yeah, if he ships,
middling stack.
Then JV's in a position where he's stuck in between, right?
Yep. Yeah, interesting spot. It's all about timing and these decisions that you make. You know, some of them can end up haunting you, and some of them you look like a genius because you might win 4 hands in a row right after that. So we'll see how that works out for Arun, as he is now in the big blind, 50,000 and 50,000 with the ante.
Cecil mentions a good question here, as we Dallas folks like to pick on Houston every now and then, but he says, could anyone actually pick Houston Skyline out of a lineup?
100% no, Jack.
I'd have
I don't want to hate on my friends. I lived down there for 5 years,
Right.
but it's pretty unrecognizable.
I feel like I'd have a chance, but I don't know. I don't know if
It's
I could
just
get it or not.
bunch of tall squares. They do have a bunch of them, though. It is a massive downtown, but just a bunch of tall squares.
It's a fair question, Cecil.
Not a lot of color. Flacco, 1.9 million.
Jack 4 suited in the small blind. Does he want to take a shot at Arun with the Jack 4 suited? Blind on blind violence here. What do you think? I think he'll put his raise in there. Just a call. He wants to see what Arun does.
Arun gonna want to see a flop with the 6-4 of hearts.
There you go. He gets the free flop at least. 5, 7, 9. Open-ended for Arun.
Nice.
There we go.
There you go. He was dominated and gets a much better flop than what the Jack 4 was looking at.
Yeah, a little stop,
Takes it down.
A little stop and pop. That's a good way to take it down too. Yeah, you don't always have to take it down pre-flop.
Right at 200 of y'all joining us now. Thank you so much. Poker Monkey joining us.
What's
going
up,
on?
Poker Monkey? Yeah, 200 joining us here for this final table. Yeah, I had a pretty good field today, so we got started a little later than the Saturday tournament sometimes gets started, but no problem there, as we will take the large field anytime we can get it.
Raise to 110.
Of course, they have the other couple tournaments that run on the Saturday, too. The deeper stack one that starts after this one.
Yeah, I
that was
walked
still
in
going
tonight,
on.
and that late one looked pretty yummy. I was like, we might have to get somebody else to talk. I'm going to play in this bad boy.
I'm glad you didn't leave me in here all by my lonesome.
Yeah, I figured I'd come hang out with you. All right. Interesting spot here for Arun as well. King Jack doesn't want to mess with it.
Wow.
As Roger has been pretty snug over there, but this time he's raising it up with King 10.
If only he could see the cards. Arun would have got that in there, but you never know what's going to hit. We'll see what comes on the flop.
Now we ended up with King
A
10.
10.
Now we ended up with King 10 versus King 10, and lo and behold, that 10 comes
10
right on
hits.
out.
Arun, you are a genius. He knew what he was doing.
What a read.
Nice. Poker Monkey up in New York.
Ace 10-5 here, so Roger checks his middle pair. Peter, the original raiser, gets to continue.
Takes it down. Look at that.
And just like that, turns it into a winner.
Nice hand there.
We're
going to pull up some of that tournament action we were talking about.
Let's do it.
We've got starting, this coming week, our 400K birthday bounty, mystery bounty.
There you go, birthday bounty. 400,000 guarantees in bounties and prize pool. You can jump in this bad boy for $400 Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that's an extra day of day ones, 2 day ones every day next week starting on Tuesday. We'll come back for day 2 on Sunday with a final table Monday. And one of the bounties, $40,000.
$40,000 bounty, hell
so
yeah.
you might be able to pick up just $40K just from binking somebody. Oh, wrong button. It's once a night. I have to do it.
That's okay.
I have to hit the wrong button once a night. Back to the action. It looks like it's folded around to the button where Arun has Jack 7. Small blind for Roger, just the call with his 10-8 off. Mr. Peter will check his option, 9-4 offsuit. To the flop we go. 9-7-5. That's going to be top pair for Peter, but he could be in some trouble here as Roger's open-ended.
Yeah.
Bet 75.
Peter's going, wait a minute. I got a 9. What are you betting?
All in, Rip City from Peter.
Wow. Top pair.
What do you think of that, Mr. Open-End, he says?
Get it in. He says, Roger, you're going to have to call 3/4 of your stack.
Nice bet there. He'll take it down. Roger doesn't want to mess with it.
There we go. Finally got a little laughter at the table.
There we go.
These guys are alive. They're not just robots playing tonight. They are playing for $14,500 up top, so pretty big money they're playing for, but glad to see they're still laughing and enjoying themselves. But yeah, we just put up that birthday bounty tournament. Go back to that or go to the website, click on that. There's also some milestone satellites to get into that sucker. There it is.
There you go, right in the middle of your screen.
October 8th through the 10th, you can get into that sucker with just a $100 buy-in. 1 in 5 get a seat. If you 5x your starting stack, boom, they take you out of the tournament. You automatically get a seat into the $400 buy-in.
There you go. Yeah, those milestone bounties have become pretty
fun.
popular. They're a fun deal. Get up to five extra stack, and boom, you're in.
Yep. They literally just take you right off the table, and they give you your token, and now you're in the big boy tournament.
You can go play cash game after that. Do what you want to do.
Absolutely.
Go Taco Bell. Are they a sponsor yet?
They should be.
All right, to the flops. We got the blind seeing a flop.
Nobody will live in this one.
Pairs the board. We'll show that again for you here, Mr. Jack.
70.
So Peter's sensing that this may be an orphan pot. Bet 70,000. So Peter will take it down. Yeah, we'll show that again here. We're getting a few questions there in the chat.
Yeah.
So the milestone satellites.
8th through the 10th.
8th, 9th, and 10th at Texas Card House, Dallas. Those will be at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. And what was that other question I just saw? How does it work, right? That's a fair question. Yeah, because the bounties kick in on day 2. So once all the day 1 pools come together, that's when they can then have the bounty payouts. So yeah, the day 2 will be when the Sunday, and that's when the big bounties happen. So yeah, great questions in the chat. Folds around to the small blind. JV has pocket 3s.
Raise 125.
So 325, just a little bit over a min click there.
And you can see that we don't have a lot of action up front tonight. We've seen ace-10 up front under the gun a couple times. But as tournaments mostly are, this is a great example of how often the action is around the button and the blind. So that's where 90% of your plays are going to come, especially in final tables.
Woo! Hard to hit a pair in poker. JV thinking that very thing, says my opponent can't have a 6, 7, or deuce in his hand. Of course, he hopes he has a head deuce.
And he's putting the pressure on because now Wesley's got a 6 and has to think about it.
This is definitely going to put Wesley in the tank a little bit.
So JV's all in here, and he's still got enough to sting you, even though we're getting a little bit on the shorter side. He's got 540,000 here. So this will definitely put Wesley in the tank here, and as the legend, the banner Danny Marks will tell you, chips lost are more valuable than chips earned at this point.
Yeah, Wesley's built up a nice stack here, 1.6 million. He's thinking, man, if I'm good, I'll have heaps.
There you go. He's going to make the call here. 1/3 of his stack to make the call, and he's in a good spot.
He is in a great spot. Some running straight cards or a 3 are all that's going to save JV tournament life here.
And he does have the only spade, so could pick up running spades.
Backdoor spades, backdoor straight, a couple of crabs.
Nonetheless, needs a lot of help.
There's a crab. There's a crab. Holy.
Needs help no more. That is a bingo bango.
One of the 2 3s left right on the first pitch. Full double up. And again, that's going to sting a little bit for Wesley, but he's still got 1.1 million. And now JV up to 1.4 million.
There we go, the climb for JV.
Blind on blind action.
Naughty 3-ball on the turn when he needed it. Might be able to turn that card into some real money if he ladders up a couple more. He came into this final table.
Those are the hands.
Eighth in stack, and he is chipped up.
Yeah, it can turn your tournament around. You know, 1 foot out the door, and he's right back in the building.
Right back in the building.
Man, this has been great so far. Dina's just, man, she's giving us some fun hands to start off the night. Go, girl.
So now these chips are starting to accumulate a little bit. 2's chipped up, 3's chipped up, 4 is chipped up, as has 7. So there's going to be a lot of chips there across the top of the table. As that button goes through there, it'll be fun to watch.
That's got to be frustrating. You know, you're Arun, you're seeing everybody chip up, and you look down at 7 deuce.
Arun would love to just ladder up when these guys are firing away, but they all keep winning. JV, another premium here. He's got ace queen on the button. He'll raise it up. This time it looks like a full 3x here. He's made it 150 to go. Flacco with a little nod there, checks out the situation, goes ahead and throws the 9-5 in the muck.
Sometimes you got to stay away from the guy who's on a little heater.
Yeah. And the 9-5 there, likely a fold anyway, but he did a nice job of looking up, checking out a few things before he throws those bad boys instantly into the muck. Sometimes that can be important to take a quick moment, and it just helps you know your settings, right? It helps you know how many chips they have, what kind of tails they might do, right? So nothing hurts when you take a moment there before you throw them in.
Just realized I got to apologize to Harvey because we were talking about that ace queen. I hesitated to call it the parking lot hand, and that's when we saw Flacco get the ace king and knock he and Bishop out of the tournament. But I feel like I may have jinxed my buddy Harvey a little bit. He might give me the business next time I see him.
Well, they do call it the parking lot hand for a reason, and it's a tough one to get through there, especially when ace king sneaks up on you.
Flacco going to take that one down as he put the pressure on Arun. Arun not loving that, just had to get rid of 100,000 in chips. And he's now down to 295.
Now, the nickname the parking lot hand, I feel like I've heard it referred to in an ace-king situation, or pardon me, ace-queen, and ace-jack.
It's always ace-queen in my world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Ace-jack's just one worse. You know, but I think you always want to, you know, your short stack, you see ace-queen, you're going to rip it, you know.
And I may be crazy about that, but I'm pretty sure I've heard it referred to as ace-jack as well. Speaking of, we got another ace-queen suited this time from Wesley. Maybe some chats can help us out. What have you heard more often as the parking lot hand, ace-jack or ace-queen? 224 viewers out there, so feel free to chat along with us.
Well, I'm going to just put my input right there.
There you go.
Yeah, chat,
we know yours. You're diehard ace-queen. We got you. Ace-6-8 the flop here, so ace-queen lands for Wesley. And Arun picks up a flush draw, so he's just going to insta-ship.
Instant call.
Insta call. We are going to go racing here. Arun has 39% equity, so we all definitely got it in worse.
Yeah, got some other backdoors going on here.
All right, ace-queen versus the 3-5 of diamonds for Arun. Arun at risk.
Getting it in with equity. See if he can't survive this. Boom.
10 at diamonds. No waiting on the turn. That'll flush out for Arun, and that'll do her.
Yeah.
So Arun's going to pick up the full double up here.
Yeah, now he's up to 690. Still going to be the short stack at the table, but a lot more playability.
Yeah.
Some wiggle room and the button. How about that? So he gets the full double up and all the free hands coming up.
Yeah, nothing better when you're short to get that full double up in the small blind because, man, that is relieving.
Yeah, that's a confidence boost too. You know, he just looked down a second ago at that 7 deuce, you know, and it comes back around to him and he gets a full double. Nice hand there for Arun. Bill James joined us. He agrees that the ace queen is the parking lot hand.
Ace queen it is. And, of course, I gave pocket nines the nickname of truck starter years ago, kind of on the same premise that every time I got pocket nines, I'd go start the truck. So, a very close cousin of the parking lot hand.
Wow.
Arun being rewarded right here.
How about 2 black kings on the button? 690
Now
in
he's
the
got
stack.
chips. What to do, what to do.
105, just a little over a min click.
The min click and the tickler. Peter's got an ace in the big blind, but how does he know? He just lets it
A
go.
click and a tick.
On his best behavior.
Robin also saying ace queen. There we go. And evidently, hope it's not spoiling for anybody, but TKO loss.
Jack, he's watching some UFC over there. And
Somebody pulled a rib out of socket.
somebody-
That sounds awful.
somebody's rib had a bad night.
She's still scared, yeah.
Shout out to my nephew. I don't think he's watching, but he dislocated his elbow in a football game today.
Ah, say it ain't so.
Caught a pass, did a little stiff arm at Pitt State, and fell on his arm and dislocated his elbow. And Jake, if you're out there, brother, my little buddy, get well.
Yeah, look at this
Still
run
got
for
more
Arun.
games. More games left.
That's right. We're still rooting for our gorillas, and we'll be rooting on Jake to get well soon and get that arm healed up so he can get back out there. But for now, Arun has jacks in the cutoff.
And raising another ace. See what JV wants to do here. Got some fresh chips. He's going to come along. Here we go.
JV makes the call. Let's see a flop. 295,000 in this pot now.
Oh my God.
How many jacks are there? That's all of them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to check back with quads.
Flop villa right here for Arun.
Look at this.
Gonna pick up some chippies here as JV bets out here on the turn with his ace. See what kind of show we can get.
A little grimace.
The pain, I don't blame you.
Little Hollywood.
Got
As
to.
you should.
As you should. Queen of clubs here. See if
Oh, wow.
See if that'll slow down JV or might it entice him to reach.
JV just better be thinking his lucky stars that ace is not a club.
Arun. An incredible time for a run here as he was down to, what, 3.5 blinds just a few moments ago.
Did you say a run? I see what you did there. Arun with a run.
Arun with the run.
Flopping quads on a final table at TCH Live.
So 275 here. Let's see what kind of sizing he goes with. He's counting inventory here to see if anything's going to look suspicious. But as we get to see the cards, it's probably going to be anything in a fold here. But
It's not suspicious. It's Fergalicious. We're about to get it in. He's got his dancing pants on. He's ready to jammy jam. All in and a snap fold.
all in, snap fold. Well
Does he
called
show
there,
it?
Eric. Does show it. All the jacks. Quadzilla for Arun. What a run.
What a flop. Look at that. Arun now with 1.38 million.
Just 3.5 blinds moments ago.
Moments ago.
And he is second in stacks now. And probably knocking on the door of Flacco right next to him.
Absolutely. And Flacco's been a little card dead since he got his stack, so we'll get these chip counts up here in a second. But man, the table has just completely flipped now. It is anybody's tournament now.
In just 31 hands, we have seen some wild action. Arun still having a good time over there, and he's looking down at another pair. Pairs have been strong over there in the 8th seat. So he started out with a steady dose of middling pairs that kind of took him down.
Look at this. He's got the one over to Peter's pair of 7s. Peter could have raised there, but decided just to make the call.
Peter will play his hands pretty aggressive sometimes. He'll kind of open it up where his sizing can sometimes be a little larger than some of the others.
Wesley says, why the hell not? 9-3.
King 10-7.
7. Wow.
Set of 7s here for Peter. Unfortunately, not a lot of holdings out there otherwise. 5 of clubs here on the turn.
Arun decides not to put a little feeler out there, see what Peter does. Peter does oblige.
Arun says, I'm on top of my game now. I'm running hot. I even know when to check. Shows his 8s.
Jack calling for an 8-ball on the river, but we didn't quite get there. The way he's been running, though, I would not be surprised if another 8 was coming.
And there we go. A nice little pot there for Peters. He's been able to chip up a little bit as well. Man, it seems like they're all chipping up right now. JV took a hit there finally, so
I still hear chips clanging. I got a little frozen video. There we go.
They're back.
They're back. Little glitch.
Yeah, right now seems like just everybody's on a run. Who's taking hits right now?
Arun, another hand he's going to want to probably open with here. He's just going to let it go. Okay.
He's wore out. Doesn't want to play the ace-10 under the gun right now.
He's going to take a break, see if these guys want to knock each other out.
Yeah, some raggedy hands behind him. And 2 big stacks in the blinds there for Arun as well. He probably noticed that.
1-8 deuce in the muck. Flacco now has the other 8 deuce.
Clubby variety for him.
Definitely a spot I would have liked to seen the small blind open there. Likes to just call.
Bet 60.
But same result, takes it down. 2 kings and a 7.
Yeah, same result there. And the stop and pop with his ace, that's able to take it down. Nice little flop when you do that too. You know, if you do slow play it and want to see a flop, try to do that stop and pop maneuver. Generally, pretty comfortable when the flop comes out paired like that.
Yeah, you're really avoiding a 7
yeah.
and a 7 only.
WT 12 below.
6 of our final 9 remain. Hand number 33 here. 265 of y'all now tuned in on this Saturday night.
Love to see it.
Thanks. 110.
Love to see this as well. Peter's got a suited king 8, and he's putting a little pressure out there. He's going to raise it up. 110 to go.
Yeah, gets a better hand to fold right there, or the ace 8.
Gets that ace 8 right in the muck.
Flacco kind of reminds me a little bit of our Randy 3-coin man. You know, he's a little
got a little style to him.
Little swag. Oh, ace 8-4. Ace 8, of course, in the muck.
Bet 175.
Arun now drawing super thin. Lets it go.
Yeah, when Peter's let out, he's usually been in a pretty good spot. So he's seeing his hands pretty well tonight.
Absolutely. And of course, you guys want to get your tournament dancing pants on too. Reminder that the Trailblazer Tour is coming up at the TCH Austin location, TCH Social in Austin. Scan that QR code to get all the different tournament events that are going on. Starts October 16th through the 28th. $2 million in guarantees. That is going to be a super fun one. I'm going to try to make it down for at least a couple of days during that tournament series if I can. See some familiar faces down there in the Austin location, but they've got everything from PLO to mixed game tournaments, deuce through 7. It's going to be a fun one.
It is going to be a fun one, and even if you can't make it to Austin, keep an eye for that Trailblazer series coming to a Texas card house near you very soon, because that series is going to be brought to you by
TCH,
us.
that's
right, TCH. So we're going to be the ones rocking that Trailblazer series, so it'll be making a stop at a place near you very soon.
Flacco taking that one down on the button, picking up the blinds. There we go, JV under the gun, looking at a little Doyle Brunson, 10 Dewey. Arun. Gonna let the 8-3 go. Now it's blind on blind action. Roger with a king. Usually good for a raise here. Peter waking up with a 4 high. Shows it to him.
4 high like a boss in the muck.
Roger says, I got that beat. And he did. He had him dominated. Three quick knockouts. 6 players left through 36 hands.
All right, tournament members, welcome back from break with lines at 10,000, 20, dealers, let's shuffle up the deal.
You can hear that other tournament going on in the background, the Deeper Stack tournament. That starts, I think, at 5 p.m. on Saturdays.
Yeah, not just another one of those fantastic tournaments that are being ran here at Texas Card House Dallas.
Great value, lower buy-in, really good value.
Crushing the guarantees, Friday nights, Saturday nights, doesn't matter.
JV going to take this one down, shows the Queen Triz, the old San Francisco waiter. Here we go, here's our chip stacks, so, uh-oh.
We'd rather see chip stacks.
We'd rather see chip stacks, there we go. Flacco 1.8, Peter 1.2, Arun 1 million, just a little over. JV at 965, Roger 860, and Wesley at 695, so pretty evenly distributed chips here.
Nice distribution there. Still good stacks for everyone.
Flacco got about 3x what Wesley has, but, one hit, Wesley's right back in the thick of it. So, speaking of here, Flacco, ace-queen.
Under the gun with ace-queen. Blinds are 60,000 now. We're at the level of 30,000, 60-60.
Solid fold there from Peter, ace-8.
Yeah, Peter's let go of a few.
Ooh, all in. Here we go.
Peter's let go a couple of those ace holdings facing an ace. So Wesley rips it here. And it's a lot of chips to call here. So
635, king, queen of clubs, RJ. A lot of people will think this is just an easy flick for the chip leader with ace-queen.
So he's kind of in the same spot Wesley was in earlier, as this is going to be about 1/3 of his stack to make the call, but he does have a pretty solid hand here. Obviously, you don't want to run into overpairs and ace-king, but interesting spot here for sure for Flacco.
Wow, gonna lay it down.
Lays it down.
Giving him mad respect. Just going to pick a better spot. Of course, we could see that he was in a really good spot. Doesn't know it, though.
Yeah,
Lets
sure.
it go. One of the aces we saw was gone.
And it sure doesn't feel like a good spot when that smash comes right back at you. Let's see what we were showing there. A little bit of promos here. Texas Card House Dallas.
All month long, yeah.
All month long, 12 to 12. That's pretty near all day, all month, all day. Play 4 hours, you get 1 hour back. So a little time back for a gift to you for our birthday as we are celebrating the 4th anniversary of Texas Card House Dallas.
No, just
Play 4 hours, get 1 back.
Pretty cool deal.
I like it.
Yeah, the hour just goes back onto your account.
Oh.
Handsome Andy in the chat. What's going on, Andy?
Somebody saying something about me or what?
He has a question for us, but that's all he said.
Someone's saying something about me over the microphone.
South Plains Poker giving a big shout out to JV.
Who's up there? Is that Mitch or Robbie?
No,
Mitch isn't doing it anymore. Mitch is not doing it anymore? Is that right?
yes. Let's just go.
Eric and
Kings have been running tonight. We've seen Kings a few times. We've seen Ace Queen a bunch. So yeah, the premiums have been out.
They were just talking about us on the table. It is Eric and RJ in the booth.
I missed it.
Oh.
Were they worried? Were they worried about us talking
They
smack?
just didn't know who it was, and
Aha.
Flacco let them know. He let them know what time it was.
Yeah, Flacco knows what's up. Flacco has pocket sevens right here in the small blind. Speaking of knowing what's up, what might he do with these? 2 red sevens. Just a call.
Giving Arun a chance to maybe shoot himself in the foot here, but he's a little quick study there.
Oh, San Francisco 49er helps you check. 8-3-5.
Check.
Hello.
Hello, set.
Check.
Set on the turn here for Flacco, and it is a sneaky one, but
Gutter.
gutter balls for Arun.
There we go. Flacco going to start putting some money in this pot for show.
That 200.
There you go, nice hefty.
Oh, yeah, nice little overbet there. Takes it down, set of sevens. So there's the question from Handsome Andy.
The question is.
You read it, I don't want to read that.
I was going to let you do it. Why have 120 of these folks not smashed the like button yet? I agree, Andy. What are they doing?
Smash that like button if you're joining. 276 of y'all across all streams. Of course, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, X, all the above. Subscribe to the channel. Tournament action every Saturday. Sometimes for our bigger ones, we do those tournaments on Monday nights. And, of course, our cash stream every Tuesday night here during the week. And, of course, you can catch all the streams that TCH does, Austin, Houston, and the Rio Grande Valley now. So subscribe to the channel, and you can get alerts on all those because they stream all different kinds of games. Big cash games, PLO, 2-5. We usually do a 10-25 game on our Tuesday. So thank you guys for tuning in and for joining us on a Saturday night.
Y'all the real MVPs. Appreciate it. Let's see what we got here. Flacco raised it up with his suited queen 6. We got action, a call from Roger and his suited king 7. King 7 flopping top pair, 7 deuce 5.
100.
That's 100,000 into Flacco.
Flacco's like, I got some back doors and an over. Let's see what happens here on the turn.
No.
Makes the call.
Queen.
Hello, lady.
Well, I'll be. That's his over.
There's a queen. She's clubbing.
Roger thinks he might hate it, so he checks in hating it fashion.
That 200.
Flacco going to see what's going on here. He bets 200.
And that's going to feel bluffy because queen high usually isn't just going to float, but it did. It was the big stack.
Yeah, Sunrun Sam in the chat. He's ready to get on stream. He says he needs to get on stream.
We'll share that information with you here shortly on how you do that.
Hang in there just a second. We'll see what we can do for you.
There we go. Flacco going to take that down.
Nice pot there for Flacco.
So there is our counterpart, the lovely Miss Mallory.
That's right. She runs these streams on Tuesday nights, cash game streams. So hit that QR code. You can email her or call her, and she will figure out what lineup is best for you, ask you a few questions, and see when we can get you on the stream.
That's right. That's specifically for our Tuesday night stream. There's links on TCH's websites if you want to get on the other streams in Austin, Houston, or down there in the Rio Grande Valley.
Yep. The lovely Malpal runs the Dallas stream here on Tuesday nights. So Yeah, some of the others will vary as well, but you can always email them and call them and get that party started.
Nice. 125.
Oh, there's our friend in the chat and on the tables, Miss Grace.
Hello, Grace.
She was the bubble girl today. Well, that's no fun.
Ah!
Says these boys are lucky she got sucked out on, or else she'd be wrecking havoc right now.
I agree.
I believe it.
We're going to see a flop here. Maybe. Got a little video Twitch helping us out. So Flacco raised from the cutoff. Peter defended in the big blind, and we see a flop of King, King 5.
Peter not really impressed, but can't continue with just the jack high there. Gives Flacco another pot.
He gave that bet the stink eye, didn't he?
He did. He's now chipped up to 2.4 million. So he's kind of starting to build a lead over here. Let's see if he continues to do that. Maybe picking on some of these middling stacks here, knowing that they're maybe more concerned about a ladder up than getting their chips in the mix. Wesley's had a lot of fun hands tonight. Some big hands and then some suited canooters.
He's under. Seems like he's got one of those runs that always are the most annoying to me, where I have to fold everything until it's under the gun, then I have something to play. He's got 10-9 suited under the gun. He's called the 60,000. Flacco, wondering why under the gun is calling. He goes ahead and puts a little sugar in there, raises it up with his king queen. 155,000 to go now. Roger lets his 10-9 suited go to the muck. Back to the under the gun limper. Always interesting.
Yep. More of a cash game kind of strategy here, but it can be effective in a tournament as well. He's going to be out of position, going to need some help on this flop.
8, 8, 4, 2 diamonds, pair of 8s. A paired flop.
Flacco may be a little concerned with an ace-high type of holding. He's going to check. What a turn card here for Wesley.
Wesley will be open-ended.
Knows that's probably going to hit his range a little bit more.
175.
Yeah, and finds a nice spot here to lead out. Puts a little pressure on Flacco now with just king high. Yeah. Goes to the muck. Wesley picks it up.
See, Wesley says, I know what I'm doing. Give me equity and I'm going to bet it.
Yeah, and I think that's an example of when you do play a hand under the gun, you get respect a lot for your range, right? Your range could be very, very strong being under the gun. And some players will sneak in there with some 10-9 suited just to maybe take advantage of that. Dangerous nonetheless, but sometimes it works. Not easy to pull off.
Yeah, we saw the 10-9 in position made the fold.
Right.
Arun got some new chips that he's going to start putting some pressure on these players. He's going to raise it up with queen 10 off. Roger Dodger waking up with this dead man's hand suited.
The suit and everything for the dead man's hand.
That's right.
According to legend. I actually have a bottle of, it was a bottle of wine, but it's empty now. It's called Dead Man's Hand and has just some cool Ace 8 of Spades logo on the front, so I kept the bottle because I thought it was cool. Ace 8 lands here for Rogers. We get an Ace Deuce 5 flop.
At 130.
Arun's going to continue, see what's going on. He's had that ace come out every time he tried to play a Broadway hand without the ace. So that's probably a little frustrating for him here, but Roger just goes all in and ends the pain here on this one, so we'll go to the next one.
All is well saying, yeah, you just play that 10-9 suited like it's ace king.
All right, yeah.
No sweat, no sweat, easy peasy.
Yeah, and you know, that's kind of what Flacco's thinking here. Like, He's probably got a hand as he limped under the gun, right?
Limped under the gun and called a juicy raise. I've tried that before with deuces. You know, they say you just play them like they're aces.
Yeah.
But I ran into aces.
How'd that go?
That didn't work out. That whole deuces never loses. They're full of shit.
Couldn't find that duck, duck, goose, huh?
No.
Handsome Andy's got her number. I don't know what that means, but good for him. All right, we go back to the action. Peter's in the cutoff. He's got queens.
Peter waking up with a couple of ladies, never a bad thing.
125 to go. Button and small blind are out of there. Flacco wants to defend here. And he does make the call. Jack 9 offsuit versus queen.
Always that one overcard.
King 3, 5 rainbow.
Peter not scared of that king though.
So 340 in the pot. We'll see what Peter goes with. That's 180.
Flacco hadn't gotten out of line yet.
Does seem like these two have been feeling a little ambitious towards each other, so we might see if that can turn into something here as these two battle it out.
So it's Saturday, October 5th. We got a few weeks away before we have our 4th anniversary here in Dallas. October the 24th is the 4-year anniversary of TCH Dallas, so a lot of promos going on. I know we'll have champagne and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, here we go. RJ put it up. $1,000 every hour given away on October 24th from 4 p.m. to midnight. Every hour on the hour. Take a screenshot of that so we can get back to the action here, but really cool promo. Come help us ring in our 4-year anniversary celebration.
Yeah, and that's one of those promotions where you get high hands throughout the month, so you get a ticket when you qualify for a full house or better. Write your name on the ticket. It goes in the drawing. Come back that day. See if you can't land $1,000.
Ooh, just like that. Look at this action. Flacco is not going to lay down this ace-queen this time. Got a raise and a call. JV opened it up for 125. Wesley flatted with ace-3. And Flacco waking up with that beautiful ace-queen of clubbies. Rip City.
Rip City.
Rip City.
Ripalicious here for Flacco. Finds a nice spot to squeeze here as we had a raise and a call. So the cutoff raised it up. Wesley just flatted from the button, and that gives Flacco the opportunity to go squeeze-alicious on this pot from the small blind.
Yeah, the only thing I think JV can really be thinking about making the call is, is he doing this with 7s, 8s, 9s, even 10s? And I've got 2 overs and obviously spades. But you could tell he's not comfortable in this situation. Yeah, we're going to let it go. An easy fold there for Wesley with just the ace-3. Flacco taking her down.
Taking it down. Those guys had a perfect stack there for him to put pressure on. Take a shot at him. All or none, boys, because I got ace-queen.
Yeah, just happened to do it with both players dominated, too. So good spot for Flacco to be in there. Not only did he have the best hand, but he had the biggest stack. Nobody wants to battle with the big stack.
And that will keep JV and Wesley fairly limited over there. Wesley has 785,000. JV now down to 660,000. So he's sitting right on 11 blinds now.
Yeah, Flacco now has almost a third of the chips in play.
Speaking of the dead man's hand, it's back. Suited ace-8 of spades for JV. He's ripped it. All 11 blinds are in the middle now. Finds a nice spot, picks up blinds and antes.
There you go, gets a little bit of that money back that he lost on the previous hand.
He'll have about 13 and a half blinds now.
And there's been chips going back and forth on this final table so far.
Back and forth.
Man, we're getting close to 300 watching this Saturday night tournament at TCH Dallas.
And now we've gone about 30 hands without an elimination.
That means there's 300 other folks that don't have a hot date on a Saturday night like you and I are, Jay. No offense. I
I already had my hot date today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm bluffing. I didn't have it.
I was
Who
calling.
am
I was
kidding?
calling. I was calling because your hot date's sitting right
I
next to
imagine.
you. Your hot date's sitting right next to you. Just admit it.
Yep. That's all I got.
Couple of dudes.
Ace 10 versus 10s.
Couple of dudes in a booth, you know.
Yep. Story of my life. Roger's going to rip it here. He's got pocket 10s, and man.
Look at this one. Ace 10, pocket 10s, and ace
Hands
queen.
are out there.
Peter going, what the hell?
Peter now has ace queen in the big blind. I feel like we've been seeing this scenario play out a couple times.
And remember, Wesley opened. Wow, another discipline laydown. Ace queen in the muck. We can see bad shape here for Wesley if he makes this call.
Yeah, we bragged about the start Wesley had here at the final table with an ace 10, and he's
Yeah.
seen a steady dose of them since, and it has
Third time having ace 10.
been a little rough. All right, nice.
Another good lay down
yep,
there.
Nice lay down for him. Nice pickup for Roger. He wins $245,000 in that pot, so that'll chip up quite a bit.
3 players with over $1 million. Of course, Flacco up there, 2.5 million. Blinds are at 30, 60, 60. Hand number 48. We got to get these boys, you know, with a round of drinks or something. Get them talking a little bit.
Yeah.
Get them fired up.
Let's start cracking jokes. Huh? There's a little bit of talk. Some smiles all around. Right on time. You hit it.
Right on time. Cheer them up. No, they're having a good time. They're all winners tonight. All taking home guaranteed money.
Roger's on the button. This time he has queens.
Wow, Flacco has a pair as well.
Flacco raised it up a little bit out of that hijack with his pocket 6s, but Roger has a button and 2 ladies.
375.
And he's been flatting a lot. This will be his first 3-bet we've seen here at the final table. So we'll see what Flacco thinks of that. Roger 3 bets to 375.
He's going to make the call.
Wants to see a flop.
King 8-4. Again, 1 overcard for the queens. Like Peter, Roger is not
225.
disturbed by it. He's going to continue. 225.
Flacco's thinking, man, I wish I could have a king once in a while when I go set mining here.
Wow. Looks like he's going to look him up.
There we go. We felt like Flacco was ready to on that last one. He's now made the call here. 3 of clubs on the turn.
Roger checks back. This will be interesting to see what Flacco does on the river.
Check,
wow.
check.
And a kind of an aggressive.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, hello. Now Flacco almost.
Check, check. Yep, that's.
Quick check, check.
Roger hated that ace. Flacco didn't really pick up on it. Just said, you know what, I'm not giving this young man any more money.
I almost felt like that was the card for Flacco to give it a go, but kind of spooked him a little bit with it being an ace. Of course, that's easy for us to say as we get to see the cards.
Bet it is right. 4 minutes left on this blind level, so it's price of poker is going to be going up. It's going to be getting expensive for these shorter stacks. They're going to have to find a spot to get it in.
Going up. 30,000, 60,000. Hand 49. With the blinds going up soon. Arun this time.
Waking up the ladies.
His turn for the ladies. Well, these cards have not been boring tonight. They are getting after it. Love it.
All in with the ladies for $530,000.
Yeah, Arun falls below that 10x mark, and he just rips it with his queens.
Phony Turgeson, our buddy, always giving us a shout out in the chat. Thank you, sir.
What up, Phony? Hello, fam. Happy Saturday to you as well. Hit that like for this great TCH crew and commentators. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Appreciate the kind words, Phony.
One of our crew members is hanging out in Mexico. Taylor, shout out to Taylor. She's in Mexico right now.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her, on a beach.
Getting to spend a little time down there.
She's in Cabo. Cold water, but warm sun.
You know what they got down there? Some naughty enchiladas.
Firelord TTV says, yo, coming in from, which one is that? Kick? No, that's Twitch. Shout out to all the Twitchers, if that's what you call them.
Kick a Twitch, a Facebook star, Alicious, TCH Live. We got it all going on.
Bookface. There's
Love
our
it.
chip stacks.
Love
So
to see it.
Flacco and Roger, 1.89 million. So Flacco no longer our chip leader. He's now tied with Roger. Peter at 1 million. Arun, JV, and Wesley all hovering just over 500,000.
Yeah, Fire Lord representing Twitch. He says he's alone over there.
He's alone in Twitch, or she's alone.
Well, we appreciate it over there.
The Fire Lord, I'm gonna go with my gut. I'm gonna say that's a brother. That's a dude.
We are going to have to get our Twitch growing a little bit, for sure.
Twitch it up.
I don't know that I haven't engaged with our Twitch
He
yet. So I need to do
identifies as a he. Thank you for clearing that up in 2024. God bless. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, you got to help Eric out with that sometimes. You never know.
I'm still stuck in 1999, thank God. Simpler times.
So Roger's under the gun here with King Jack, and he raises it up. He's starting to bump it up just a little bit here now as he's able to acquire some chippies.
Takes that one down.
There you go. Always nice to be able to take down blinds and antes when you're under the gun. That definitely comes in handy. Gives you a free lap, if you will.
We'll get those prize pool numbers back up. Our next
it's
finishers,
been a minute since we've seen them.
2,200 is going to go to our next person eliminated. What, 2205 for sixth place? So
2205, guaranteed 2205 with 14,580 up top.
looks like around fourth place you start seeing the heftier pay jumps, and then it is just all uphill from there. So
yeah, getting to some serious money here from a $400 payout.
ICM.
$400 buy-in anyway.
Implications, and if y'all watched any of our streams where we've had our brother Danny Marks on just schooling us and learning us about all this ICM business.
That last one was a hot mess.
Absolutely.
ICM Clinic, if you want to watch the even bigger one that was held last weekend. Outstanding final table, and you can see some very interesting ICM stuff to learn from.
What a final hand, too.
Final hand was chaos.
Bunch of fun hands here.
Look
Ace
at
Jack,
this.
Queen Jack, and King 9.
A lot of letters here. Roger's going to defend from the big blind with King 9 of clubs. Under the gun raiser here for Peter, holding Ace Jack.
And all that Broadway action, and we see a deuce, 6, and a 4.
Yeah, Fire Lord said he's learning some poker, watching some streams. This would be a good way to learn. Absolutely. Thank you for checking in on us.
And that's a good hand right there to learn. You saw the King 9, the Ace Jack, and the Queen Jack all went to a flop. Flop came 6 high, and the aggressor took it down. So no pair,
that's right,
no draw, just all business from Mr. Flacco there. Takes down a pot. So you don't always have to have a big hand to take it down. You play your position, play your chip stack, and you can get some of these other players to fold.
Absolutely.
Better hands.
Those orphan pots become so crucial in this at this timing of the tournament when we're six-handed and everybody's about to ICM style and you're trying to ladder up. Those orphan pots are absolutely.
Yeah, Flacco got 2 better hands to fold there.
And that's real money being made right there when
Absolutely.
he breaks those pot ends in.
Yes.
Call.
Fred, get transferred.
Yeah, and Fire Lord, like I was saying, the even bigger final table of last week is a good one for you to check out. They had heavy learning properties in it, so that's a fun one to definitely go see what you think. Flacco this time in the cutoff, he will make it just a call with his suited Jack 10. Blinds are now 35,000, 70,000 with a 70,000 ante, so price of poker definitely going up. Roger in the small blind, he has pocket sixes. What will Peter do with his ace in the big blind?
Peter, what's happening?
That's the answer. He just rips it. So why is everybody limping in my pot? So Wesley's found a spot there to limp out of position again, and this time it gets picked on. Flacco and Roger kind of snowballed it for Peter and teed it up, and he knocks it out of the park. He's all in. He'll take it down.
Another good spot there to show, you know, newer players who are new to the game that your style, your aggressiveness can take down. You had people wanting to see flops. They had pretty hands, right? Jack 10 suited, pocket sixes.
Yeah.
They wanted to see a flop for cheap, and Peter woke up with the ace 8 and said, you know what, I'm going with it. You guys either wake up with it or go home. And he took that one down. So another opportunity there to kind of show you definitely there, Fire Lord, that aggressiveness can sometimes take down these hands.
There's
and
an old
get you chipped
there's an
up.
old saying as old as the hills that says punish the limpers, and that was a perfect example of it. You don't get to do it all the time, but you can definitely find some spots.
And Peter just folded the ace queen a second ago as well.
Yeah,
but he
same guy.
He chose the ace 8 in position there.
All in.
Actually, was out of position, just jammed with it.
Forget what that noise means.
Oh.
All in here for Arun. He has ace 7 offsuit. He's down to 530,000. JV's getting down pretty low as well, so we could see a battle here of the middling aces.
Arun is all in, and JV is all in but 60,000 here. He's going to be left with absolute crumbs. A lot of opportunities here with these two middling aces.
Ace 7 versus ace 9. JV with the advantage. Oh, opportunities coming out strong.
Opportunities coming strong here.
7 for Arun. What a card.
Oh my goodness.
And the deuce on the river, and that will be a full double up for Arun.
Wow, what a spot there. JV calls with the best of it. Looking like could be a chop, and boom. First pitch on the turn for Arun. Gets the 7 and leaves JV with crumbs, and he's basically going to be
a chip and a chair for JV.
Yeah, almost all in. Doesn't even have a full blind here, it looks like. Wow.
What a card there for Arun. That could be a big card for his ladder up if he's able to outlast particularly.
Is that a single chip he's left with?
JV.
He's got 2 chips, it looks like. Uh-oh, we didn't mean to click on that. Get us out of there. There we go.
You don't need to see us.
You don't need to see our faces.
It does look like a single chip is behind the line for JV. He's got 35,000 out there for the small blind. So it'll be fun to see if he even wants to look at it over there.
I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting
Peter's
for
got
him.
a pair on the button. We'll see how he handles this with shorties behind him.
Let's hope it's a fair fight. A couple of overs maybe for JV. Peter's definitely raising.
I always like to see if they peak. I don't think he peaked.
He's only got 1 over, and of course Wesley shares the over.
Aye. And has him dominated.
12% equity going 3 ways to a flop. I'm rooting for you though, JV.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a straight here to bail this thing out. 7 in the
Set of
window.
sevens.
That's going to be a set. He needs running straight cards.
That is not one.
That's a running straight card there for Wesley, as he has straight outs now.
Same straight
But
outs.
JV is drawing dead here against the set of sevens of Peter.
That is gross. K7 comes out there. Well, that's going to do it for JV. South Plains Poker shout out in the chat earlier.
Yeah, thanks for swinging by South Plains. Hope you guys will finish up with us. And a sweet run for JV as he will finish 6th place in today's big one. $2,205 your prize for outlasting 160 entries anyway.
Absolutely. GG to JV there. Heck of a run, and we are down to 5-handed.
And it's been a hot minute since we had an elimination, so.
Yeah, losing a player just about every 12 hands.
There is one, and of course, as I mentioned a while ago, when Arun hit that 7, it could be a ladder up spot for him, and indeed he does get the ladder up. And he's still got, now he has, what's he down to? He's probably got 9 or 10 blinds to play with. Get a quick glimpse here of those stacks in just a moment. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-handed now. So as the shorter the table gets in these final tables, the better your position gets, right? This particular hand, we do have a dead button in the 3 seat. Under the gun is now the hijack, and under the gun will soon be the cutoff.
Nice, nice. Well, I gave a shout out to my nephew, Jake, who unfortunately hurt himself in his football game today. Pitt State did win tonight, so great Pitt State. And I'm now looking.
Wow, more chaos in the college
More
football
chaos
world.
in college football. I got to give a shout out to my niece, Haley. She's on the dance team at the University of Arkansas.
And I bet Haley is having a good time tonight.
Haley and all her dancers are having a great time as Arkansas beat undefeated Tennessee at home 19-14.
So that's 2 teams in the top 5 that lost today.
Can't believe I'm saying it, but woo pig suey. That's what they say down there.
Well, congrats to our Arkansas friends.
I said it down there. It's up there. But here we go.
Oh, we got action.
Back to Poker Talk.
Wesley's going to get his dab in there. He's down to $265,000. Peter raised it with his ace-7. He's in the cutoff.
And Arun's thinking, do I have a shot to knock out a player here?
He's wanting to know if this raise is dead, I would imagine. So 70 went to 150, so that's a raise of 80,000. So the next min raise would be 230,000. So Wesley did indeed raise. The betting is open for all players.
Yeah, Peter's going to make this call here. Just 115,000 to call. 1/11th of his stack. Chance to knock out a player. King Jack versus Ace-7. 60-40.
All right. Little 60-40 action. Wesley's at risk here.
Wesley is at risk with the King Jack.
You weren't better, were you? Oh, I don't want to say what I had down. It's okay. Yeah, no problem.
Arun doesn't want to say what he had, but
5, 7, 9.
Jack 9.
I had 9.
Jack.
I swear.
Jack 9 is what Arun had.
And I think Arun mentions it now.
Now he mentions it.
As the pain comes out on the board, as Jack 9 would have landed 2 pair.
But instead, Wesley with the full double.
Wesley finds that Jack when he needs it.
I was going to call your min click, but then since it
New Jack City.
Full double plus some blinds and antes.
That's what
there.
we're going to call our new friend in the 4 seat. It's my first time seeing him on the stream. He just hit a Jack, so that's New Jack City.
New Jack City.
Great movie, by the way. If you haven't seen it, New Jack City.
I believe you.
Came out in the, what, late 80s, early 90s?
I believe you on that as well.
Ice-T, Wesley Snipes. Come on, come on.
I remember those guys.
Mario Van Peebles.
Yeah, I've mentioned before.
God, I'm aging myself.
I've mentioned before on the stream that I'm like the world's worst with movies, but
Somebody give me a shout out in the chat if you've seen New Jack City.
I do know some of those guys.
Cool soundtrack, too.
Kings are out again. This time Flacco's got him, and he is on the button.
150.
150 to go. Min raise and a tickler. Arun in the small blind. He's looking at King Queen.
Looking at King Queen and thinking, is the button picking on me here?
Yeah, and this is the reason why you stay standard with those button raises, so that when a monster comes up, something like that might happen.
Uh-oh.
All in with a call. Arun's going to be at risk, and there's a lot of chips in this pot.
A lot of chips in this pot. Wow.
So Arun has found a spot to get it in, and he is in trouble. Flacco snap calls with the kings.
Flacco, teach me how to do it, brother. Get people to shove into you when you got it.
Yeah. Ace 7-7 the flop.
Club's no good.
10 of clubs.
Yeah,
A jack would be.
Non-club jack.
No help. Kings are going to hold for Flacco, and that will eliminate Arun. What a run, by the way, for Arun here at the final table, as he went from up to down to back up to heaps, and the pot of the night. As there's 2.2 in that one.
I'm a little surprised that that's the path he chose to go with that hand, but he felt like maybe Flacco was making a move there, and unfortunately he ran right into it.
As I was mentioning, I think that's why you stay with your standard common size bets there when you're pumping that button. It will pay off eventually.
It will pay off, yeah.
And Flacco executed it perfectly. Arun finishes in 5th place, $2,660 prize for Arun. Outstanding finish for him. Great run. Love to see it.
Another final table for Arun at TCH.
Another.
That's just what he does.
And just like that, we are down to 4 players.
And of course, not all of our tournaments are actually on the live stream. We have tournaments all week long, and Arun is often at those final tables as well.
He does a mighty fine job throughout the week of playing in dailies and whatnot. And yeah, it's good to see him make a nice finish here on the stream.
After this one.
If you guys are all happy with that.
Just like that, we're down to 4 players. We started this final with 9 players of the 167 entries that we had today. So,
yeah,
awesome to see these guys get down to 4 players here. TCH Live.
Yeah, next player going to be winning 3,400 plus. Very nice.
4 players here. I believe 2 of them are seeing this flop. King Deuce 3. Sounds like our table volume went down just a bit, so that kind of sounds funky, but we'll get that back here in just a moment. No problem.
B. Richardson says King Queen offsuit was a trouble hand in the 70s, and it's still a trouble hand in 2024.
Yeah, about 50 years later, that little booger will still get you.
Kind of like that King 9, you know, just you flop the joint, and guess what? Your joint is smoked already.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to talk about maybe some chop stuff, so we'll put up.
Looks like they're.
We'll put up a couple of stats real quick.
1, 2, 3.
Well, they're still going to go back to the hands of dealing.
4.
So they kind of talked a little bit about.
So we'll give you a quick glance at the payout as they're discussing some things. They are, 4-handed now, so there's what we're looking at. Guaranteed prize of $34.45. Shooting for that $14,580 up top. Pretty juicy prizes there in the middle as well.
Absolutely. $2,000, $4,000, and then a $5,000 pay jump for the next 3 places. So
for a $400 weekly tournament.
Absolutely.
What an outstanding payday.
Nice little ROI.
All right. 4-handed action here. We're seeing some suited queens and an unsuited queen for Flacco.
All the ladies are out. Could they find one?
Deuce 5-5. Might someone represent? Wesley's found 2 spades, so he's on a flush draw here.
Shorter stack. He's going to get it in there with all that equity.
Yeah, finds a nice spot. A lot of equity and takes down the pot.
Takes it down. Quick question, not tournament related, but Fire Lord wanted to know the difference between Hold'em and Omaha. Omaha is a 4-card game. You get dealt 4 cards. You have to play 2, and only 2 in your hand. So it plays like Hold'em, except for that you get those 4 cards. So look it up, though. It's a fun game.
It is a fun game. Equity will run a little closer amongst the hands
very
in
different
Omaha.
game. It's a pot limit game as well.
A little more draw heavy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Keep focusing on those hold'em skills though. Dabble in that PLO as you get more advanced. It is a booger of a game. A lot of fun though. It is gaining tons of popularity. Ask Andy there. Andy hasn't gone back to Hold'em. He's bored when he plays Hold'em now because PLO has got him by the you-know-whats.
Yeah, Hold'em's like a nice little 55-mile-per-hour highway through the plains of Texas where Omaha is the Autobahn.
Omaha is anything except for like Omaha, Nebraska. It's a little bit more exciting.
Much different.
No offense, Omaha.
And yeah, 4 cards in your hand, got to play 2. So that means if you only have 1 spade and there's 4 spades out there, you do not have a flush.
That's right. Well, here we go. 4-handed TCH Bigger One tournament. Saturday night, Dallas, Texas. Dina doing a heck of a job tonight. These are our 4 lucky gentlemen that have made it to the final 4 out of 167 entries tonight, RJ.
167 entries. That's that number I never can remember. Thank you very much for saying that. Flacco, King, Queen of Diamonds. And he will pick on the big blind with that King, Queen of Diamonds. Makes it 180 to go. Takes it down.
He says, I know how to win with King, Queen. I don't run into kings.
That's right. That helps.
That absolutely helps. Definitely a lot of cash games still going on in the room right now, and I think that other tournament is finishing up. They even do that late night tournament too here on Saturday night sometimes, the $100 tournament.
That's right. We had to take a quick peek out there and see what the screens are up to.
Nice. Donald Davis is in a PLO tourney tomorrow.
There you go. He'll be working on his PLO game.
Where is that one going on? Is that in Utah somewhere, or remind me where you are, Donald?
King Jack under the gun for Wesley. Now we are 4-handed, so under the gun is the cutoff. So you want to think of it as if you are in the cutoff, not the under gun. So you want to think of it as a positive position, not necessarily a negative.
No matter what at this point, I consider it very hard. Oh yeah, it did a ton of fun too. This gentleman has a commanding chip lead.
Roger pointing out the obvious that Flacco does indeed have a commanding chip lead currently.
So yeah, as I look out across the room here at TCH Dallas, the 175 deeper stack is now down to 6 players. They had 131 entries. They're playing for 5,115 up top for that bad boy.
That is awesome.
And then the extra late tournament has begun, and registration for that will continue for the next about 15 minutes.
Gotcha. So yeah, 3 tournaments on a Saturday. That is awesome.
Yeah, anybody want to play some tournament poker?
I knew I wasn't smoking crack. Donald is indeed in Utah.
There you go.
I remembered, brother. Heck yeah.
We appreciate you checking in, and we really appreciate you checking in so much that Eric remembers where you're from. So kudos to both of you guys. Wesley picks it up from the big blind here. He's able to take something down with queen high. Always nice to be able to do that when you're 4-handed.
Absolutely.
Aha, Donnie's going to be rocking the online tournament tomorrow. $35,000, $70,000, $70,000 our blind level. 288 viewers.
Roger under the gun, sees an ace. Ace-7, 4-handed. Going to start to look a little bit prettier than it does at a full ring game.
Right, and that's exactly what I was saying just a few moments ago. Ace-7 feels good under the gun, not so much or it doesn't feel good under the gun, but it does feel good in the cutoff. So you want to think of this positioning as the cutoff. Of course, not everybody gets to practice their four-handed tournament play every day, so it's fun to see how people can handle it a little bit differently.
You know roughly how much you have behind?
You see Roger folded the ace-7.
Nine-ish? Okay, thank you.
Obviously giving Peter a chance to raise it up there
right.
in position with the 3s. Flacco doesn't know it, but he's got 2 overs with the queen 4 offsuit and 3 million in chips.
And these two have been looking at each other a little bit when they do play a hand, so might this be the time it gets a little itchy out there.
Not a good hand, but Flacco just with 95,000 more to call.
There you go.
There we go.
And he will 3-bet.
Let's see what Peter does
He
here.
has 2 overs. He's not afraid to use them.
Peter's got a pair of 3s. 4-handed.
This puts Peter in an interesting spot. I would expect him.
Don't want to just call here and go set mining for your tournament life.
Yeah, I would expect either a shove or a fold here, but. And it's awful tough to just throw down with pocket 3s.
He will still have 860,000 behind if he chooses.
There you go, and it's a fold, so
fold.
Flacco pulls it off. The nice 3-bet there from the big blind. He's got a little nod to himself, as if to pat himself on the back there. Nice move, nice pot.
Absolutely.
There is our V-Pips. Flacco leading the way of this crew.
Yeah, all these players up over 20%. Been a lot of action. Chips were flying every which way when we started.
And he
back and forth.
And Flacco's done a nice job of being aggressive towards pots that he thinks he can win without being too overly aggressive, right?
Yeah, and he's taken some hits, but he's been able to get it back every time. So definitely consistent with a little bit of run good on top of that.
Wesley with his hand of the night, ace-10. This time it's on the button, though, so a little more friendly. Some rags behind him. We'll see if Roger wants to defend here. He does have a suited jack-deuce.
I forgot Wesley Snipes, New Jack City, and his name is Wesley. I mean,
oh, well, it all makes sense.
Meant to be. He is going to get a call, though. Jack-deuce suited. Choctaw nuts.
8-deuce-6, 2 clubs. Roger does land the best of it, but it's a deuce.
Another club. Nut club there for Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley's going to pick up some outs here on the turn. He's got a gut shot with that 10 and the ace of clubs.
Yeah, he is going nowhere. A lot of equity. Ooh.
Brick City, but can't feel good about the deuce either. Roger's going
Only way
to check.
to win is to bet.
See how much Wesley wants to go with. Definitely reaching.
It's going to be hard to call with just a deuce here for Roger. And makes the fold.
Roger doesn't want to mess with it. Well played.
Well played. Wesley with a nice bluff there.
Four-handed here at Texas Card House Dallas. This the bigger tournament. $400 weekly tournament here at Texas Card House Dallas.
Players are playing for $14,500 up top, baby.
14,000. Ace Queen for Flacco. He's on the button. He'll know what to do with that.
Sticking with that same size, 150.
2X and the tickler. That's the motto for him. Peter will defend with Jack 10. Jack 5-6. Big blind lands top pair.
225.
And he will lead out into Flacco again a few times.
225.
Peter's just jumped right out there into Flacco's button. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues.
You can hear those PLO players hollering in the background.
They like to do that.
We got a big tournament going on. Another 6-ball.
6 of diamonds pairs the board here. Usually pretty friendly for top pair.
Peter with just 415.
All in.
Half pot. He's going to rip it.
I said all in first, so that's.
Yeah. Let's just repeat what
Peter's got it in there. He is all in. Just ace high here for Flacco.
But only beat 7-8.
He does indeed only beat a hand like a 7-8 here. Some sort of bluff.
15?
Yes.
10% equity. We can see that he only has 4 live outs.
Yeah, in 2024 poker, you can see what cards are gone now. So in the past, we'd always call that a 6-outer for sure, but we know that 2 of those cards
are
already gone.
Good discipline lay down there. No reason to look a player up with an ace high at this stage.
Nice fold there, and Peter picks up a pot of about 1.2 million, so he'll be chipping up a little bit. High hands on October 24th. We want to share that with you. Texas Card House Dallas, October 24th. That is the 4th anniversary for Texas Card House Dallas. You can win $444 every hour from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's going to be 4 high hands
for 444
that win every hour. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
A lot of fours.
A lot of fours.
May the fours be with you.
October 24th, the fours will be with us.
That was perfect timing, RJ. Back
Nailed
to the
it.
action.
We've been pretty fortunate getting back. They've folded for us nicely. Uh-oh, and we're going to bring some action with us. Peter's got pocket kings in the small blind. And the kings have been out. We've seen a lot of kings. We have not seen any aces tonight.
Click and a tickle. Wesley with the hand, always referred to as the Choctaw Nuts.
Or
Jack Deuce.
Or any casino that's out in the boondocks near you.
That's their nuts?
That's their nuts, yep.
Let's see if kings can hold once again.
10 deuce.
Hard to hit a pair. Wesley's hit a pair, 2 pair.
Peter wasting no time. He leads right out. Wesley not ready to fold a pair. He'll see the turn.
Peter's going to slow down a little bit. Check, check.
Check. Nice check there from Wesley.
About 250.
Now 250 from Peter. Putting some pressure on Wesley.
250 into about 600 there. So.
And Wesley can only beat a bluff here. Do you want to give your opponent another $250,000?
Makes the call. Well played from Peter. That check on the turn is going to get him an extra bet here on the river.
Wasn't believing that Wesley had a 10 there. Nothing to be scared of. Checked on the turn. And got paid there on the river. Nice hand there, Peter. Man, these chip stacks are so close together. Flacco obviously with big stack, but a lot of playability still left for these other 3 players.
Maybe I was crushed in our hand then.
35, 70,000, 70,000. The blinds here. So that pot will hurt Wesley a little bit here.
Of course, this was a 40K guarantee, and we crushed that.
That's what we do.
55,000 is the prize pool. Our top 4 players here are going to finish at 34, 56, 96, and then 14.5 up top. Hand number 69. That's fun. Dinner for 2.
Roger in the cutoff. He's got ace-8.
Raise 150.
This time he will raise it up. We saw him play that weak ace in the cutoff a few last lap of the button, I think it was, and he threw that bad boy in the muck. This time he's raising it up.
Wesley.
Wesley sees 2 bets out there. He's going to go for it with King Queen. He is all in with 980,000.
Again, if Roger could see the cards, he would snap call. And a
There you
fold
go.
here.
Nice spot for Wesley to pick up some well-needed chips.
Yeah, king, queen, strong hand there, four-handed.
Caltrade 3 in the chat says, who do you want to win? You guys can answer him. We're rooting for all these guys.
Yeah, we don't have a stake in this game at all. We're excited to have some new players here.
Yeah,
like I
and
said, we've had Flacco on our final table before. These other 3 players, I don't think have played on the final table. Not that I've commentated.
That's what I was going to mention, is that it's a fun setup for me in that I'm familiar with Peter, I'm familiar with Flacco, and I'm not familiar with the other 2.
Yeah.
So it's fun for me to get to watch this foursome and 2 guys that I know and 2 that I'm not really familiar with. So it's been fun to watch them battle it out.
I like this sneaky Wesley with ace-king. Could end up biting him in the butt.
He's limped with some big ones over there. He's doing it again here. We'll see how it goes. Limping on the button with ace-king. Roger, 9-4 offsuit.
Not falling for
Getting to see a free flop. 9, 5, 7, all hearts. Could this be trouble?
No heart.
No heart here
player.
for Wesley. Caltrade 3 in the chat says he's looking at Roger to take this thing down. Roger does lead out right here. Wesley's going to take a peek, see if he has a heart.
And it's like, you know what? It's a nice drawing hand. I didn't hit.
Yeah. Doesn't have the heart. Just spent 1 blind there. So
Caltrey says that is the glorious poker king. All right. Who else is rooting for somebody? Wesley have any friends or family watching him on the live stream? Flacco, friends and fam? Peter, friends and fam. Y'all give him a shout. Tell these guys how proud of them you are.
That's right. We got 300 viewers right now. We are down to 4 players. So I know there's some folks rooting on some folks.
Yeah. Well, maybe tell us what they're going to buy you with their prize money.
That's
you know?
right.
Somebody might be getting a new pair of shoes out of this.
Absolutely.
Got to buy Mom a pair of shoes if you win 14-5, right?
All right, Roger in the small blind. 5-4 suited. Peter dominating with 8-4. We'll see a flop.
Handsome Andy rooting for Roger.
Ace, King, Jack, all hearts. Broadway and hearts.
More hearts, and nobody's got a single one. Who wants this pot? Right now, the 8 high.
Roger with the big tap. Another big tap will induce a bet. Okay.
All righty.
There we
no
go.
more
I talked
big
him
taps
out of
for
it.
Roger.
There we go.
Attaboy.
Atta baby.
We didn't know if Roger had it in him, but he does.
Yeah, he finds an orphan pot to take down. Well done.
Nice hand there for Roger.
Handsome Andy in the chat. He finds himself rooting for Roger.
That's right.
So there we go. Roger's leading the way in the fan club in the chats right now.
You know, may seem now that we're four-handed that we're slowing down a little bit. Of course, these players are navigating and really thinking about the ICMs now that the pay jumps are going to get so big. But if you saw that even bigger one and how that tournament ended, it just takes one crazy hand.
You never know.
You never know. So stay tuned.
So Roger here, 990,000 in his stack, so he's still got over 11x. He's chipped up here a bit.
There you go. Had to be 160. Dina corrected him, so it's a min raise.
So Roger announced raise, but did not put enough out there to min raise, so that's when Dina mentioned you need some more out there, sir. So it's 160 to go. King 7 in the big blind for Wesley. Oh, here we go. King 7 on King 8. Violence. Here's the flop. 4, 7, 9. The 7 lands for Wesley. Oh, dear. Open-ended now for the 8. Wesley's still with the best of it here, but Roger's got some outs. Wesley leads out 200. Roger makes the call. 5 or 10 will make a straight, and that's a 10 for Roger. Runner, straight out the door for Roger. Wesley checks it over to the button.
Look at those eyebrows coming in. It says, man, I don't like that card at all.
And he got picked on a little bit last hand in his blinds and ran into the small blind kings, and now he's just feeling like he's against it. His opponent really go runner straight.
It's a bigger chunk of his stack now than before. Does he want to give up another $250,000 with really just a bluff catcher at this point? Got third pair. There's $1 million out there.
Really putting himself in the blender here.
Makes the call. He literally throws it to him.
Makes the call, finds the bad news. Roger's got king 8. That'll make it straight. Bad news for Wesley.
Yep, got to ship a few more chips over there to Roger. Roger was on the verge of being super short had he not spiked that 10. And
yeah,
now,
so he's made a little run here. He's chipped up quite a bit. That'll probably put him up near 2 million, I would imagine. Handsome Andy says value town for Roger.
We'll see if Wesley can regroup there. He's still got around 700,000.
Yeah, a couple rough big blinds there back to back. That's never fun at the final table. So Roger is up to 1.7 million now.
We'll take a quick peek and relinquish this trash hand.
What is a jack 4?
Flat tire.
Flat tire. Wesley got a 10-4.
Over now. Flacco about
see how Flacco wants to handle this.
No, sir. The buy-in was not 55K. Oh, man. Anytime we get a shout-out from Mitchell A., Mr. Anderson, that is the man. Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it. Tuning in on your phone.
Hello, Mitch. What up, buddy? Good to see you.
We know we'll see you on the final table soon.
Yam, daddy, diggity dog. Thank you for stopping by as well.
On X, actually, yeah.
On the X.
Yeah, buy-in was $400 for this. They guaranteed a $40,000 prize pool, and the prize pool crushed it. They ended up with $55,000 in the prize pool.
55,000 in this 40,000 guarantee, and Wesley is on the button with pocket 9.
Yeah, so 55,000 was the total prize pool. 14,580 is the top prize. All is well with a nicely timed Wesley Snipes joke.
Uh-oh, we got action.
We got action here,
Wesley's
though.
raised it up with his 9s on the button, and in the big blind, the chat's favorite, Roger.
We got Wayne Gretzky or J.J. Watt, 99 against Cowboys.
All right.
Wesley's going to need some help here. His tournament life is on the line.
Wesley's got all in there for 570,000.
There we go. Ryan in X saying, let's go New Jack City.
He
All
knows,
right.
He knows.
Can he catch a 9 here? One time, Dina. Oh, is that the 9? Did it freeze on us?
It's frozen.
It's frozen.
Nope.
Oh, no.
My goodness. We got set over set on
Set
this
over
flop.
set.
Oh, the video slow rolled us.
The video slow rolled
A
us.
9 in the window with a king behind it. Set over set on the flop. And that.
We could hear the excitement from the players, but we couldn't see what happened. Wesley is going to be eliminated in 4th place. RJ, what is Mr. Wesley bringing home?
What a hot mess here. 4th place for Wesley. He'll finish with $3,445. Outstanding run for Wesley.
Yeah, outstanding, Wesley. Hope to see him more. I'm not sure if he's a local player.
Yeah.
But heck of a run. 167 people played in this tournament today.
Hit some more final tables. Come on out.
4th place, big finish there, 34-45 for Mr.
Oh,
New Jack City himself, Wesley. What a showing.
what a showing. Yeah, and it's going to be a rough inning for him. I'm sure he'll be thinking about the kind of chaos that he found himself in there those last 2 laps of the button, but you should be proud of yourself. That's a great run.
Ronnie B saying good job, guys. Thank you, Ronnie.
Thanks.
All right, more hands. Kings are out again. Kings have broke a record tonight.
I mean, is this a sign that the Cowboys are losing to the Steelers on Sunday? Because these Cowboys are winning every hand.
Maybe it's a sign that we got a shot.
We got a shot.
Cowboys got a shot.
A lot of terrible towels in that stadium up there in Pittsburgh. We'll see.
All right, we could have some action here as Roger has a suited Jack 9.
All in. Here we go. Dina.
Peter is all in with his ace queen in the big blind.
And Flacco doing a little thinking here.
Flacco will do a little thinking because Roger flatted in the small blind. So Flacco gonna.
This hand is just too strong to flat here, I think. I don't see Roger making a call for 1.2 million.
And we are 3-handed here. So this is where ICM and stuff will come into play.
Flacco just really curious about how much Roger does have, though, in his stack.
Trying to decide if he wants Roger in or out, or possibly what Roger might do behind him.
He is all in, though, and we know what's going to happen here.
So the Kings have definitely gotten in there.
Roger folds. Kings one more time.
This time Peter will be at risk.
It is a flip. For some reason, not a complete flip, actually. 29%. Just the 1 over for Peter with the ace.
I don't know what coin you're flipping.
Yeah. That usually is what side of the flip I'm on, the 29%.
All right, Kings versus Ace Queen. Peter's at risk. A king in the window, but it's all diamonds. Nobody
chop outs.
Nobody holding
running
a
diamonds.
diamond.
Nope. Needs a jack.
Good job, Pete.
10 ball on the river. That fills up for Flacco.
Kings full.
And back-to-back eliminations, just like that.
Yeah, just like that. We are down to 2. Peter, what a showing. Good game, sir.
Yeah, Peter, love to see you at this final table again. Of course, I've seen Peter for several years throughout the Red River Poker Valley and down here in Dallas as well. So, yeah, it's good to see him making an appearance here on TCH Live, hitting this final table for a 3rd place finish, 56-65 for Mr. Peter.
Nice job, Peter.
And now we're going to be heads up.
Yeah, GG's to Peter. Definitely a great spot to get it in there with the ace-queen 3-handed. That is a monster hand, and just ran into the kings of Flacco. Flacco back again. Another final table for him. He's down to the top 2 here. He and Roger battling it out. Flacco's got 4.5 million to Roger's 2.16 million. So
there you go. So it's a 2x lead, but it's doable.
It's doable for Roger. He's got his work cut out for him, though.
Shout out to Ryan in the chat coming to us from X. I know you've mentioned you've seen some chat folks from X on Tuesday nights and whatnot. I believe Ryan's the first one I've seen.
Liz Brown saying, let's go, Pete.
And Ryan mentions that Ace Queen's the parking lot hand again.
Yep.
All right, Flacco has Ace King this time.
God, just waking up with another monster. Roger, though, Queen 7, heads up. Gonna let it go.
All right, so the big blind the button will move to Flacco.
Hand number 77, down to 2-handed in our Saturday night bigger tournament. 40,000 guaranteed for 400 bucks. Ended up with 167 entries, and you're looking at the final 2 players, Mr. Roger and Flacco.
All right, heads up action. The button actually will go first here. Small blind is on the button, and they go first, pre-flop.
Call. Option. All in.
Okay, how about an all-in from Roger? Says, I bet my ace-10 is better than whatever you have, and he was right. Takes it down. Let's pay attention if any more flats there, limps from Flacco. If
Right, and that's the type of things you want to pay attention to when you're heads up, right? Who's going to limp? Who's going to be more aggressive? Somebody may raise at a frequency of 90 or 100%, and it'll be fun to see what kind of calculations these two can come up with.
Flacco with similar hand here, ace-9 this time.
Yeah, the value of these ace-9 hands and middling ace hands will go up quite a bit when you're heads up.
Gonna elect to play a little different. 3, 5, 6.
Flacco here, still with 2 overs.
I like it, looking him up.
Part of the benefit of when you do play your ace a little bit slower, you might be able to continue and float a little bit and see some turns and rivers when maybe you wouldn't have otherwise.
How about a straight now for Roger, though?
3, 4, 5, 6 on the board. That deuce makes a straight.
Richard Delay, 4-ball, corner pocket. Good check there from Flacco. Just a gross board, 400,000. Roger gets it done.
Gets it done. Flacco wants no part of it.
There we go. They're presenting the coin. This tournament doesn't have a trophy, but if you win a tournament at any TCH location, you actually get a commemorative coin that says 2024 Tournament Champion on it. That's the coin that's on the table right now. So just an extra deal that they decided to do this year. They might do some coins next year as well.
Yeah.
Or maybe some other ideas, but every tournament winner gets one of those. I finished 3rd in a tournament last night, so I didn't get a coin, damn it.
No, you don't get a coin.
Nope.
So yeah, come win one of these tournaments and have a cool card protector, a Texas Card House Dallas card protector that says champion on it.
That's right. We have tournaments every single day, so there's a coin to be given out, and of course, cash prizes. That's what we're really playing for.
Cash is good.
Cash is king, they say.
This is your ante. You haven't put your big blind out yet.
Ooh, Roger says, you got me, woman.
You can.
Roger knew something was off there.
Well, this has been a fun one, RJ. I don't know who's going to win this thing. Obviously, Flacco's got the chip lead. Heck yeah, Ryan. Come on down, get you a coin or two.
We got it.
I'm more like Super Mario. I collect coins in my basement. King 10-10. These are always those fun hands when you're heads up. When both players completely whiff, who wants to take a stab at it?
At 150.
Normally first one is going to take it down. Got a big exhale there from Roger. And says, nah. Let's see if Flacco uses the momentum from that hand right there in particular. Maybe lean on Roger a little bit. Put some pressure on him. A lot of times you'll see a player with a big stack really start to put the pressure on a player. Start stealing more and more pots. Got truth. Yeah, we do that other one on Wednesday nights. But this is definitely a poker room, and you never know what you're going to hear in a poker room. It's definitely not for the easily offended, I will tell you that. We do like to keep it pretty classy here in the poker room. At least friendly, maybe not classy.
Check.
Another spot. Both players with the same hand. Jack 8.
Check.
Who wants it? Body language might suggest going check here, but nope. Flacco says, I'm just a thief.
210.
210. Nice bet. Really starting to lean on him now.
Well, I still got 2 million, so you must still have about 4.7. Yeah, you got 2 million? A little over, but not much.
Don't jinx them, Ryan. They may end up chopping. I believe these two players are going to play this out, though. Again, here's what we're playing for, guys and gals in the chat. 9,600 for second place, $14,580 going to our first place winner, plus a cool coin.
Call. Option.
King 5 deuce.
Check. 100.
There you go. Flacco continues to bet. Did have the best hand that time with the ace high. RJ coming through with a clutch, bringing me a beverage. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Indeed, my friend.
You know, the coin is in a little coin purse. We probably can't get a close-up of that commemorative coin because it's in the purse, but there may be one later. Yeah. Sounds like we may get one later. We are 15 minutes behind, so we're watching the same thing you guys are watching right now.
How much more time?
Yeah, we had one at one time make an appearance here in the booth that we were able to show off a little bit.
We did, and you know what? Our boy Mitch had one because he won a tournament.
He
he liked to bring that sucker out. I don't blame him.
Mitch has won 2.
That's right.
He holds 2
coins.
Texas Card House card protecting coins.
Not 3 coin, but 2 coin.
Mitch is just 2 coin. He's
Mitch
got to
is
work. He's got to work on that 3rd coin.
He's 1 coin less than our boy Randy.
And I'm going to make it 800. I mean 200.
Yeah, Ryan on X asking for a close-up of the coin. We'll see what we can do.
How dare you assume he's on drugs? Oh, he's on Twitter. That's what it X. Yeah, okay.
Tweety X.
Not that X.
Ace 3-5 to flop.
1 diamond.
Bet 155.
Flacco flopping a gut shot here. Roger
Probably
flopping not a lot, but he does have king high.
sick of folding. He's getting that point where he's going to do a little inventory. He's like, you know, this guy is really starting to tick me off here, betting into me.
Putting a little heat on him.
And that's the tough thing about being the shorter stack. You got that aggressive opponent who has all those chips. Kind of feel like you're dependent on smashing boards, and
right.
when you miss 4 or 5 hands in a row, it can really get to you.
For sure. And Flacco's sharp. He knows that. He knows he can lean with just small raises, small lead outs. Any of that action will put pressure on Roger.
308 of you guys and gals still tuned in. We're 2 hours and 20 minutes into this sucker.
308 viewers. That's a lot of likes, folks.
Yeah, Dina is going strong, dealing great hands, great action. You can see we've got some great professional staff here. Shout out to Jacob and Cooper doing an excellent job over there on the production side. My man RJ Dupree next to me here. I'm Eric Van Loozen, and we are having a blast on a Saturday night here in Dallas, Texas.
And Kings are out again. Man, Cowboys are saying something here tonight. Roger's got Kings.
Jackie Robinson for Flacco.
Yeah, 42 goes in the muck.
Slides on into the muck like Jackie slid in the hole.
There you go. We are kicking and twitching and Xing and all kinds of things tonight. Facebooking, TCH Live on YouTube as well. Make sure you're smashing like, click subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. TCH Live is sending your way. These streams will hit you up throughout the week. They're good stuff.
Holly Oz in the chat. What's going on?
Ace for Roger here. He's on the button. Just a call.
right, gonna get to see another flop here.
Check.
Little something for everybody. Flacco with the only pair. Roger smashing that turn though with the wheel.
Wheel Adelphia. 5 of hearts on the river. That'll hurt the
Action killer.
action a little bit. Flacco has 4th pair on this wild board.
Unless he wants to get out of line, yeah. I don't see Roger folding there. It's always gross when that 5 hits though and you're holding it in your hand. You're like, dadgummit.
Yes, indeed. Never fun to hit a pair when you turn a straight. Remember a nasty cash game hand that everybody probably knows the feeling. I flopped the nut straight with Jack 10, 7, 8, 9. All heck breaks loose. By the time it gets back to me, we got like 3 people all in. A lady that caused the chaos, that built this pot up to like 3K, has pocket queens. It goes runner, runner, Jack 10. She scoops it all.
Bless her heart. Sweet lady, though.
Yeah, sweet lady.
All in.
Broke my heart.
All in for Roger. And a quick fold.
Quick fold.
Before we run out of time, now that we're down to just 2 players.
What you got?
Just a reminder, starting Tuesday, 10/8.
This is going to be awesome.
10 a.m., 5 p.m., 2 flights. 2 flights every day all the way through Saturday. And our mystery birthday bounty, 400K guarantee, $400 buy-in, 30-minute levels. The bounties are going to start on day 2. 8% make it to day 2. 12% do make it in the money. So guess what? You make the money, get back in that tournament, fire another bullet.
That's right.
And there's some milestone satellites that are starting as well. So
8th, 9th, and 10th there.
8th, 9th, and 10th for $100. Milestone tourney.
$250 here from Flacco. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if
we'll go back to that real quick.
Flacco continues to put up with the limps from Roger on the button.
For sure.
That's going to be something to look for.
Here you go. Take a screenshot of this, folks. This is all the info that you need. Double bag bonus, too, we forgot to mention. If you bag twice, you get a $1,000 bonus. So really cool tournament. It's going to be huge. Sunday, day 2 is when they pull the bounties. So if you've made it to day 2, any player you knock out, you get to draw a bounty. And the bounties could be anywhere from, $500, $600, $700. I'm not sure what the minimum is, but we do know there's going to be at least a $40,000 bounty, some 20K bounties.
You're going to like those bounty envelopes.
You're going to like those envelopes no matter what you pull, especially if you're the lucky one that pulls that big one.
I love running that promo. You learn something new every time you pull it up or see it. It seems like we forget something. That's going to be a lot of fun, man.
A lot of fine print, though. That's a good question. The early days in the tournament, all as well, usually are the smaller flights. As you get closer to the weekend, that's when more folks are coming in and firing multiple bullets. But I'd say five hours minimum.
Yeah, I would take the over on 5, but it's
30-minute levels.
It's
so
a fair guess.
5 hours plus, for sure.
Yeah, especially later towards the week, probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Those flights will definitely be over 5. You got a chance being 5-ish earlier in the week, but it'll be a little bit more than that.
Roger making the call here after Flacco leading out with Squadouche. Is that turn really out there? The graphics were playing a little trick on us. Here's our turn card. And it's the deuce, not the queen of diamonds, the deuce.
But now Flacco's got a pair. Ace comes out on the river.
And that kind of give up check thing that Roger does.
Yeah.
Flacco may start to pick up on this.
A couple of times it's not meant give up, though. So it has most of the time, but there's been a couple that he got a little sticky with it. So we'll see what happens here. Flacco will bet the ace.
Roger's really getting sick of folding. He's got a pair here.
Yeah, he said something to his frustration there earlier, and I didn't get to catch it.
Said he was going to count out a stack. And that's exactly what he's doing. Taking a little inventory, seeing what he'd have left if he makes this call. He's going to be real happy if he makes this call. And he folds.
Folds it. Nicely played for Flacco. He'll take it down and chip up some more.
Yeah, he is over the 5 million mark now.
All is well in the chat. Didn't want to be there for 8 or 12 hours in one flight. Yeah, it's an interesting point to bring up in 2024 poker. These multi-day events are just everything is so cool. The prize pool getting huge. These envelopes for bounties getting huge. But in order to do that, you've got to run these flight multi-day events, and sometimes it takes a hot minute. And
well, ladies and gentlemen,
put a little pressure
the
on my
dealer
work
and
week.
our 2 players are going to take a quick 5-minute break. So run to the refrigerator, get yourself another beverage, get yourself another snack. Do whatever you got to do for 5 minutes.
I just got you a drink.
You got me a drink. I may go to the restroom myself, but this is, again, what we're going to come back to. Heads up, Flacco with a commanding chip lead. Looks like it's his tournament to win, but Roger not giving up. 9,600 second place, 9,615, and 14,580 going to first place. So when they come back from this break, they're going to continue their battle. And on that note, I'm going to go to break. You want to run some of these promos, and I'll be back.
Yeah. Hey, knock one of these out. All right. Let's see. What can we look at during this break? The Trailblazers coming. Texas Card House very own series. The new tournament series brought to you by Texas Card House. Trailblazer coming to TCH Social in Austin. Austin will get the first run at the Trailblazer series. That's coming up October 16th through the 28th. You can hit that QR code there for schedules and updates. And don't want to miss that out. That event is going to be huge. More than $2 million in guarantees coming at you. Trailblazer series from Texas Card House Social. We talked a little bit earlier how Texas Card House in Dallas celebrating their 4-year anniversary, 4-year birthday, whatever you want to call it. There will be 4s running amok all October. So anytime at Texas Card House Dallas through the month of October, play 4 hours, get 1 hour back. This special is limited 1 per member per day. What else is going on for our birthday? This just says we're going to have cake, champagne, and exclusive specials on October 24th. October 24th will be a very special day here at Texas Card House Dallas. So special, in fact, that we will be giving $444 every hour to the top 4 high hands every hour from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So this is one of those deals where you have a high hand for that hour and see who the top 4 are, and each of them will get $444 for the 4th birthday of Texas Card House Dallas. Last but not least, 4 for 44 special, Texas Card House Dallas. 4 redemptions per member. This will be on the day of 10/24/24 only. So on October 24th, you can buy 4 hours for $44. And you'll be able to hit that up 4 times. I feel like there's one more. Did I miss one? Yes. The other promotion going on October 24th. So right now, during the month of October, if you get a full house or better, you get a ticket. You can write your name on it and be in a drawing where they will draw for $1,000 every hour from 4 p.m. to midnight on that day, on our birthday, on the anniversary. We're calling it anniversary tickets here at Texas Card House Dallas. October 24th, this place going to be banging, giving away lots of money. And, oh, by the way, the cash games will be incredible. So you don't want to miss that. October 24th, the anniversary day for Texas Card House Dallas. Looks like Roger and Flacco have made it back to the table, and we will get to continue action. Roger's got the button. He goes first. Just a call. 4 or 5 jacks are flop. Roger continues from the button. He'll take it down on the flop. And away we go. Roger started this heads-up battle with about nearly 2 million in chips. So he's still kind of just hanging around that mark. Right now sitting at about 1.8 million. Where Flacco, thank you. Flacco, a commanding chip lead as they've come back from break. He has 4.8 million. Good to see some folks still hanging out with us in the chat. B. Richardson now with us. Cow Trey saying, come on, Roger, you got this. They're still cheering for you, Roger.
I always get nervous when I go out there to get a drink or something. We're 15 minutes behind. I don't want to look up at the stage because you don't want to see, is it over? Did somebody get busted? And I've ruined it for myself a couple of times. And I love staying in the chat with everybody and not knowing the results.
I just kind of scratch my ear with the bird in case anybody's looking, you know, and then, you know, they get a giggle out of it because you're giving
I got a little bit of a spoiler. I guarantee you it's going to go another 15 minutes because they're still playing right now out there in the live universe.
Yeah, it's tough when we take breaks because we don't want to walk. We don't want to peek over there, but we have to walk right by it. And then, it makes it rough.
Keep that head down.
Option.
But yeah, it makes it fun for the setup anyway.
Look at that beautiful stack Flacco has built over there.
There's a good look at that chip.
859.
See that coin up there at the top of your screen? Whoever was asking for that, you almost get a full glimpse of it. And it looks like our tournament director, Donovan, pardon me, yes, just scooted it a little closer into the screen, so we might get a shot here in a minute.
Snoopy, you saw a transfer. Table 8, go ahead.
Roger betting his 5 there, takes it down.
Couple of buttons there in a row for Roger to take it down. So these two will just be exchanging jabs here.
91 hands. All right. There's that coin. It's like the stack of cash on a WPT that they put on the table, except for we just got this random ass coin in the middle.
And it's pretty near right in the pot, so Dina might go. She might rake it into one of these pots here. Just a second. She's like, that is right smack in my way.
It is a cool coin.
All right, the old Cook County Mumbler here for Flacco on the button, 3-5 of clubs. Roger, a suited kryptonite, king 10 of diamonds.
Just going to make the call here. Playing a little small ball, hoping to smash a flop.
That coin is looking fantastic up there. King 10 of diamonds.
All in.
Gutter ball for Broadway and a flush draw. That's enough for Roger. He ships
is enough. The 4 of diamonds would have been just a nasty, nasty freaking card there. But we didn't get to see it because Roger says, this is mine. I'm taking it down now. Get out of my pot.
So here we go. Roger's picked up a few consecutive pots here.
Still an uphill battle, but we have seen it done before.
Yeah, and a lot of just raggedy holdings over there for Flacco. You know, he's itching to put a little bit of pressure on that stack, but very patient. Doesn't want to waste a lot of effort right now. Let's see what he does here with the ace in the big blind. Thought he might. Bumps it up. 300,000 to go now.
Takes takes that one down. Says, I'm going to slow down your little heater here.
And that will be a new level, I believe, for us. We are now at 50,000, 100,000. So the price of poker going up again. 50,000, 100, 100,000 are the blinds and antes.
Yeah, it's the TCH logo with the different suits on the coin. And I think it just says 2024 Tournament Champion.
Yep. One side's TCH logo, the other side is Tournament Champion, just for you.
Flacco going to take down another one. He's right back up to 5 million now.
Yeah, finding some decent holdings here to put a little lean on those stacks.
Yeah, I agree. What keys? That was kind of an interesting spot. I think Roger's getting tired, just looking for a big double up there, going against a big stack there. And of course, we know that Flacco had nothing to call him with on that hand.
Yeah, that's why they call it the old Cook County mumbler. It is tough to take to battle, and when you do get to take it to battle, everybody kind of ends up mumbling a little bit.
Ace, ace, 10. Roger was 75% of the equity. All of a sudden, no more, as Flacco now has a pair of eights.
125.
Eights and aces. Jack kicking.
There you go, these two players. We are down to two players. They've been at it all day since about 11 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, what keys? I agree. You know, in that situation, only an ace is probably calling you there, and you know, likelihood of him having one not very high. So
yeah, it's hard to perfect your heads-up game in the first place, right? You don't get to play heads-up very often, especially in a tournament setting. And a lot of people think that it's just bang, bang, bang when you hit something, but you can play it for value, and you need to learn how to play it for value for sure. But it's rare just because we don't get to do it very often.
another aggressive line there. Roger waking up with ace-jack. Big hand, heads up. He's looking for a double-up. Says, let's get after it. Flacco had the king-5, decided, you know what, the king-high can often be good, but 5 kicking is going to be dominated a lot of times there.
No problem. He takes the train, and on to the next one we go. Don't have to play that king-5.
I want to bless whoever that is sneezing, but that's 15 minutes ago, so I think I'm a little bit late on the
Bless
blessings.
you. I got you.
All right. 10-10-4, another pair on a flop. Ooh, there was the good shot of the coin. There it is.
Yeah, it's a good-looking coin. All right, Flacco's got a gut shot now.
So does Roger.
6, 7, 8, 9. I'm trying to. Yeah, he does. 8. Okay, I believe you.
Use that Oklahoma math, RJ.
275.
275.
Can I get a number line?
Flacco takes it down with 5 high.
There we go. Flacco put a little pressure in there.
Yep.
I'm still trying to figure out my number line over here with single-digit integers on it.
These are those spots. So when you're again at a final table, if you happen to make it to heads up and you're short stacked, you really just got to pick your spot, get it in, and try to get that double up. Because if you're not hitting flops and the guy's just continually going to bet into you, it's just going to tilt you, and you're going to end up making a bad decision. So you taking the aggressive line, can really be the only thing that's going to keep you from just getting run over.
And eventually he's going to have to find a spot
He's going to have to, yeah.
He at least puts some sort of bets out there, right? Climbs back in by razor blades, not necessarily by hacks. You can go either way, but you got to find your spots to do it.
Very often, just like this, you're going to miss flops. And, I mean, Flacco is picking up on this. I'm going to bet every flop. I don't care.
Now, Flacco's able to throw some razor blades out there. It's not death by sword, but it's death by razor blades. He's just cutting away at it.
Yeah, now you just saw Roger has got barely 11 big blinds, I think it is. Or is he 14-ish? He's got 1.4 million, so almost, yeah. I'm with you. Quit slapping the damn table, Roger. Let's go, baby. Get aggressive. We want to see you fight.
Yeah, I think his frequency chart on that is that he did call like twice out of the 11 times
that he smacked
about
it.
The 11 times we thought he was giving up, he did call 2 of them.
All right. Well, he's going to get to see a flop here, see if he can hit. Going to need help, and he gets it. Top pair.
Swami 1 2 the limit.
Now he bets.
All right, takes it down.
And when he bets, Flacco's going to think he's got it every time.
Right, and that's going to be the hard part is that, you know, now when he's winning pots, they're going to be small pots.
Yep. Needs to win some big ones here. Hand number 99, almost 100 hands into this final table. It has been a battle. Might have an opportunity here. What keys? Flacco is going to raise up the button. Yeah, waking up with a 6-5.
1 to 10, 1 to 1.
And again, if you just call, you have to hit the flop.
He'll see it. Makes the call. Ace 10-8.
And checks.
Jin G, still in a transfer.
Flacco hitting a pair, gonna bet and take it down.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
Calling for 1 2.
As we mentioned, these 2 players are heads up here. This is what we're playing for. Guaranteed 9,615 with the winner getting 14,580 for this $400 buy-in, outlasting 165 entries. We are down to 2 left.
You guys are nailing it in the chat.
8-4 clubs for Roger here on the button.
Randy Moss.
Option.
You got mossed.
Abraham G, still in transfer.
All right, Roger's going to be looking to moss this. King, king, queen on the flop.
Check. Check.
Yeah, Roger gonna check back.
Goes quick, check, check.
Check.
Club draw now.
2.
He is gonna bet it this time.
Call.
And again, taking down a small pot.
Did you say Flacco knew that it was us in here
He
earlier?
did, yeah.
Well,
Transfer.
have to give him props next time I see him.
Yeah, I tried to go up there on the stage right before they were all getting their seats and shake hands with folks and meet the ones I haven't met yet. Or
Yeah, I like to do that a lot, and I dropped the ball tonight. I didn't make it up there.
there's definitely a couple I didn't get to introduce myself to. Hopefully I get another chance to
Yeah, it's
see
always
Wesley.
always fun to see you guys. So hopefully when you do see us out and about, feel free to say hi and pick on us if we picked on you or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't mind one bit.
A lot of good play tonight from really all 9 players.
Absolutely. Man, the poker play on these weekly final tables is just getting better and better and better. It's been fun to watch it grow and develop, and next thing you know, we're turning into just almost some studs.
Here's an all-in.
Roger finds a spot. He's going to rip it.
And 45.
Backdoor diamonds, 2 overs for Flacco.
1,045,000.
Flacco. He's
Yeah, just 25% equity here.
Transfer.
He's just got to be thinking, you know, is he really ever jamming a deuce here? And we know the answer is probably no.
so looking for about a 4 to 1-ish, and he's probably not 4 to 1 just yet.
Yeah, once you get to the flop, much harder to call a jam. With a hand like King 10, you could definitely have gotten that in pre-flop, push the opponent out.
B for 1 2 and 1 2 feel up.
Roger going to take it down, though. He's getting closer to 2 million again, so he is a double up away from being right back in this thing. But Flacco is just not going to give his chips away very easily. You guys can already tell that. He's going to be aggressive with those chips, but he's just not going to give them away when Roger shoves into him. So, like the style of play, aggressive but being smart.
And eventually he'll find a 2.5 to 1, 3 to 1. if Roger does bleed out to that level, and then maybe he can take some shots. But until then, he'll remain calm.
Is that where you're watching from? What keys is Reno?
Yeah, we haven't got to ask tonight. If you're in the chat tonight, be sure and let us know where are you watching from.
That's right.
We like to give shout outs to folks listening from all around the country and all across the ponds and even down under.
Flacco checking the queen on the turn. Now gets another one.
Yeah.
Hoping that Roger might wake up with something.
Roger's sitting there with 9 high, didn't want to mess with anything.
Rich get richer, full house for Flacco. 5.1 million to 1.57 for Roger. Nice, man.
We'll see you in November. There we go.
Birmingham, Alabama. I was almost in Birmingham this weekend for a big rock music festival, and I had other stuff going on, including this. So shout out to Birmingham.
Roger's got pocket 8s. He raises it up.
Sweden in the house. All right.
There we go. Across the pond indeed.
Little east of Dallas, Greenville.
Karlstad, Sweden is way east of Dallas.
Yeah. Sweden.
I think.
And they are watching via Twitch. We got another Twitcher.
There we go. Yeah, I love our Twitchers.
Of course, you go out here on the streets of Dallas, you might see some tweakers, but we like Twitchers.
Yeah, they're twitching too.
Yeah, that Trailblazers. Oh, Caltray, you went to the concert? Damn it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it
in
on
our
YouTube.
chat, able to talk a little noise right to Eric. That is beautiful. Oh, you mean the concert I was at?
Yeah, it was the Furnace Fest is what it was called, and not a lot of people listen to a lot of the music I listen to. It's a hard rock, metal, hardcore, punk, you name it, festival.
I've seen your Instagram.
It's been going around since early 2000s.
If I even tried to make one of those voices, like my esophagus would fall out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some singing. There's some singing and some screaming, but yeah. Huge metal music festival in Birmingham, Alabama at the Sloss Furnace Fest. Very famous steel mill.
We got some action here. Flacco's able to raise it up from the button, and
here we
Roger
go, folks. This
rips it.
Should be an all-in and possibly a call.
Yeah, he's still in that.
King 10 is just so close.
Yeah, so close, and it's still that
50-50 with, any sort of pair, small pairs. But if he's got an ace, you're behind. I don't like this spot for Flacco myself, but
you can see the
grimace.
You can see the 26% there.
He doesn't like it.
It's going to be 1.1 to call.
All those things are going through his head. Yep, I got king high, but I'm dominated so many times. And if he's got an ace, I'm really up shit creek, they say.
It's a popular place. Been there. Got the shoes to prove it. Yeah, Flacco can't really call there. I agree.
Yeah.
The frequency of the raises is let you know you're in trouble there.
Yeah, he's got 3.4 million if you double him up. Got to fold there.
Yeah, it was still quite a bit.
And we know from the style of play.
Yeah, much.
He's not jamming with a weak hand.
Right. Yeah, nowhere close to 3-1 there or any of the like.
But Flacco is not changing his game.
Right.
He's right back in it.
And he shouldn't, right?
He's raising with the 9-7, and you know what? I'll let you get one. Now I'm going to go right back to it.
Yep. Right back to work.
Yep. Very impressed.
Tortas.
Mr. Flacco.
Yeah, right. We've seen Flacco on stream a couple times, and he plays a solid game and stood toe-to-toe with the legend himself all night in one stream.
Oh, here we go, folks. All in. Ace, you got to call.
Ah, here we go.
Here we go.
We're going to see one.
Here we go. Ace 5 versus Ace 8. Roger tournament life on the line.
Lots of opportunities here as well, but Roger's going to need some help. Ace 8 versus ace 5. Roger is at risk. 3 of diamonds.
Oh, diamonds or 4. Oh,
Diamond,
my goodness.
Flush for Roger.
Hello, Roger.
Just like that, this thing is not over, but Roger's got some chips.
And if you're a dealer, don't ever say this when you're dealing, but it is nothing funner than a runner. When you hit that runner flush, buddy, woo! But just a reminder, if you're the dealer at the table, somebody just lost that hand, you probably don't want to say nothing funner than a runner. Just saying. Dina, of course, didn't, because she's a professional.
Absolute professional. Yeah, you gotta be on your best behavior with Dina. She will let you know.
What keys hitting us with the 3-piece? Vomit, puke, barf.
Got them all 3 of them.
Ralph. Calling Ralph, they say. What a hand. That's poker, though. You get it in good, and we've got a fair fight here. Ryan saying, nice catch. Let's go,
right.
Roger.
The Roger rail goes crazy.
The Roger rail is real.
Let Roger cook, they say. Here we go. So he's up to 3.2 million. Whew. That will narrow the gap in a hurry, if any.
10 a.m., David. Started at 10 a.m.
Yeah, you can see.
Or 11 a.m.? 11 a.m.
Yeah, I thought it was 11 a.m. officially start. Registration will run for several hours. I believe this one is full 4 hours of registration.
Yeah. Ish.
So that puts you at 11, 12, 1, 2. Let me get that single-digit integer number line out again, and we're looking at about registration from 11 to 3.
That may be the most Oklahoma you've sounded since we've been talking. Oh, man. Well, tournament poker is alive and well in Texas, and TCH has tournaments every single day. So
alive and well, and these guys have evened up the chip stack, and this could take a hot minute now because Roger has 3.2 million.
Yeah, it did start at 10 a.m. I was right.
Yeah, Mitch mentioning
it is 10 a.m. I just pulled out the old poker atlas. Mitch knows what's up. He plays this every Saturday.
Registration from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Just like I said. Kind of, sort of.
But you can always get here at 11.
Yeah.
A lot of people choose the late reg because they know they're in for a long day.
Yeah, 11 a.m. is about right for me. Might miss that first couple levels and get a little extra shut-eye and be ready to roll.
Queen 8-10, couple of diamonds. I like this. Roger now trying to get a little bluffy, but Flacco says nope.
Check. Check.
There's that strong pat of the table.
Check.
Oh, Roger.
Yeah, Roger double pats on that one. 4 high he's stuck with, and Flacco will take it down as he even hit the 10.
Roger's probably read more poker books than you and I combined. Probably been playing for longer than you and I combined. But I'm going to get him a copy of Mike Caro's Tells.
And there you go.
Because I'm telling you, we got to get him out of that one. We got to get him out of that.
Yeah, he's having a ball, though.
He's having a
The
blast.
cool part about that check is that he's having a good time.
Oh, and he's smiling the whole time, though,
betcha.
too. He's not scared to give up on a hand because he knows he can get
There
it
you
in.
go, Donovan. Let's move that beautiful coin back a little bit out of Dina's way so we can get these chips going one direction or the other.
Well, what keys knows Mr. Mitchell? Absolutely. ADHD Poker saying a nice turnout. Hello, everyone.
That's right. It was a nice turnout.
Where are you watching from, ADHD?
Yeah, it was a great turnout today. We love to see it.
Mitchell, we know that's not true.
200.
Roger's going to continue here.
Pretty easy call here.
Flacco's hanging on to his jack. He's not going anywhere.
Deuce ball, 3 pair. And the smacking of the table.
Roger checks it, so we'll see if Flacco wants to bet, and he does. 200,000 into $1 million, that takes it down.
Here we go. Flacco gonna ease on up there, closer to 4.5 million now.
Flacco's still being pretty sharp there. He knew that he could bet that river.
It's gonna be year number 4, ADHD. And yeah, everybody's excited.
4s everywhere.
Big holiday celebration.
Come out October 24th. There is all kinds of 4 celebrations coming on October 24th. Texas Card House, Dallas.
I'm gonna let you guys suss that old story out. Looks like a novel. Here we go. 7 deuce game is on. Just kidding. Easy fold. Flacco takes down another one. 4.5 mil now.
There you go. And Roger has almost, a couple more of those, and Roger will be back down to where he was before the double up.
That's right. Down to 2.1 million again. Needs a pure double. Haven't seen Flacco fold a button yet. Yeah, I thought it might be coming.
Yeah.
When you look down at the 8-3
and look at that.
And look at what timing.
Running hot.
Zigging when he needs to zig.
Finds that double down hand right on time as Roger had ace 10.
Hey, all good, man. You guys keep it friendly in the chat. You can tell stories all you want. We're just not going to read them all.
I get it. Yeah.
The world is right.
Now I'm with you.
Hello, Pocket Kings.
Holy moly. We've seen kings a lot. Let's go.
350 went big there.
We've seen kings just take down pots as many times as we've seen.
Have we seen aces this whole time?
No.
Not once.
Nope.
You've seen kings, what, 6 times now? I'm saying 6.
At least.
Gotta be 6.
I would take the over on 6. Yeah.
That is nuts.
Kings have been out like crazy.
Which is funny because in one of our promos, the actual hand they show is kings. And normally,
is that the one for today?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I did see a poker.
It's like they willed it to happen.
I saw a poker hand in today's promo, and I didn't pay attention to what it was.
It's our prize pool. It shows kings. We're going to show that in a second. Show you that I'm not smoking crack.
It is definitely the night of kings.
Roger takes one down. Show them what they're playing for, and there's the hand. Pocket kings.
Pocket kings in our promo.
How did they know?
How did they know?
I think it's kings every week, but I could be wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
Second place, 9,615. That's what they're playing for. They're guaranteed that of this $400 buy-in.
Yeah.
First place prize, $14,580. Pretty nice payout, if I must say so myself.
Nice day's work, huh? That'll fix your hourly rate real quick. Slay Rovember.
Slay Rovember in the chat. Fan club of mine. I like it. He's saying, dude. Thank you very much for the shout out. I appreciate it. I can only imagine who that might be. All right, fun little spot here as guys are mixing it up a bit here on hand 117. Roger raised from the button with that 10-9 suited. Flacco, Ship City. He's all in.
What keys? Says Scottish on both sides, and that's cool because Handsome Andy is actually Scotch Korean. Could be wrong there, but
bluff.
I'm bluffing.
Well, I'm anxious to see that one on TV.
There we go. Got Roger to talk there. He said, I'm interested to see that one on TV. Well, you made a hell of a laydown, sir, because you were dominated. The ace-9 had your 10-9 in bad shape. But we've seen
yeah, right.
We've seen that not really matter much tonight. As the ace-7 knocked out the ace-9 and the ace-5.
Yeah, I saw a couple of weak aces get through there for sure. Flacco's going to limp, just limps the button. Roger's got a hand. Pocket queens, raise up.
Yeah, made it 400, 4x.
Takes down the little one.
Yeah, he said he was going to give him a walk.
Yeah.
Gave him a walk a second ago with the 8-3.
Thought about the walk there and got bumped.
Interesting size in there. Let's see if that continues.
Yeah, went full 3x there, right?
Yeah, 4x. 400.
Okay.
Blinds going up next hand.
There you go.
Blinds are going up. Next hand.
60, 120. Raise 250.
There you go. We're down to 2 players here at Texas Card House Dallas. We still have 310 viewers across all platforms. We appreciate you guys sticking with us. We've still got some poker to finish up here. So we're battling it out. Texas Card House, the big one. This is a $400 buy-in.
3 hours in, 310 people still tuning in, waiting to see if Flacco's going to get this thing done or if Roger is going to claw his way back in this thing. Blinds are going to go up the next hand. Thought it was this hand, but maybe next hand. Diamond on diamond crime here.
Yeah, and it's been a hot minute since we've had a heads-up battle play a few hands, right? So, you know, the one particular tournament that I got to do where they were digging in and ready to play out the tournament, a wild 3-handed hand happened and took 2 of them out.
That was insane.
So yeah, we haven't had an opportunity to see these guys play it out here lately. Queen of spades.
There's the hard pat. I'm telling you.
Hard.
Oh, you got him.
Hard pat from King High. See if we see another one here. About $1 million in this pot.
400,000.
1, 2, 3, 400,000. The bet.
It should get it done. Yeah, I mean, it's going to get it done. 5 million in chips once again for Flacco.
60, 120.
I think we're going to need our buddy Roger to get aggressive here.
You're 60.
Roger is hanging on.
He is hanging around. He's got alligator blood, they say.
He does.
I mean, he's definitely fighting. He's clawing and scraping.
He's over there having to break one of his red chips here. A couple of them, I think. But those red chips are worth quite a bit. That's 100,000 on those red chips. So don't let the stack fool you too much.
That's a lot. That's only he only gives you 100. Yeah.
Just
He only gives you 100.
You're welcome to
You're
push it
giving
on
him
over.
500.
I'm giving him.
500. He only asked for 100.
Okay. I'll give you all.
So as Roger's needing some chips here,
Yeah, he's needing a banker.
I'm gonna
There we go.
have to let Flacco borrow my number
Give
line.
him 4 blue.
Alligator boots.
Now we can do this. There it is.
There we go. We got some chips lined out. Now we're ready to go. Roger's on the button with Jack 8 off.
Gator boots and a Gucci suit, they say.
Sounds like my closet.
50.
We're trying, man. We're pulling for him. He's fighting.
Yeah, picks up one there on the button with some medium holdings. That's good to see.
Yeah, at the end of the day, RJ and I, just like you guys, we get to see the cards. We're just 2 knuckleheads in a booth.
Yeah.
These guys have battled out, beat out 165 players to make it to the final 2. Both going home with, 10,000 almost plus, 96 and 14. So, heck of a day's work
Right.
for these 2 gentlemen.
And making decisions all day long definitely puts a
long
wear
day.
on you. So these guys are probably feeling it right here as they're battling it out. Heads up.
See if he takes a stand here.
Yeah, suited King 8. Nice time to.
All right, makes a call.
All right, just a call here. See a flop. Queen, Jack, 9. Top pair for Flacco.
Got the best of it. Roger's going to need to get there through the back door.
Huh?
Hard pat.
Hard pat for his king high gut shot.
Oh.
Bingo, bingo, Gutter City.
How'd he know that was coming?
10 of diamonds on the turn with another hard pat. Gotta be careful.
Absolutely, Mitchell. I thought so too.
Yeah, we thought he might there. He leaned a little.
6 cards straight's going to get it done. Terrible card for Flacco.
Roger's going to check and raise, and he will take it down. There's a look at those chip stacks. Roger up to 2.38 million, while Flacco a little over 4 million.
Creeping on the come up.
This heads-up match started right around that. I think Flacco had 4.5, Roger had 2.1. So had an.
And it's Mitch Lloyd time. Shout out to our colleague Mitch. There's your
Where
hand,
is he?
buddy. The pocket 10s.
Oh, there he is. The pocket 10s. Mitch Lloyd time.
2 black 10s.
The 2-time TCH
Sneaky.
coin champion himself.
This is going to be a big hand here.
All right. Roger limped on the button here.
375.
A raise and probably a jam coming here from Roger. All in.
So it just so happened that Flacco put some extra heat on this one. He's been 2x and a tickler all night. And he went a bunch on this one. He went 375.
Yeah, he went 3x. 3x and a tickle.
Yeah.
And I imagine this is going to be a fold here from Flacco.
I was going to say, yeah, and that 3x makes a difference here for him to decide. Roger still has
2.212. Yeah.
so about 2.2 to call here
They're not counting this one.
into a pot of 2.8-ish.
All right, it's okay, dude.
So yeah, that's a lot.
He's going to let him take it. That's a great fold there.
That was the part that threw me.
Suited ace,
Oh,
heads up. But what do you beat there?
so sorry.
Not much. You know you got to
No.
get lucky.
And it's not even just the opponent. You know Roger is obviously probably got a strong hand there just by the way he's been playing.
Yeah, it's one of those spots where you're pretty sure you got 3 outs. You don't know if it's the 5 or the ace,
Yeah,
but either way, you're going to have 3 outs.
When a player limps in and jams over the top of you there, it's just there's no reason to give him 2.4 million.
No.
You could be in really bad shape there.
And you're already probably frustrated that
ace
you just
five.
happened to tick it up extra on that one. All right, this time Flacco's got 9-5 of diamonds. He's back to work.
Option check.
Just a call here.
I haven't seen that from him yet. King 10-10. Who wants this pot?
Check. Check.
Yeah, I really feel like Flacco might be getting a little fatigued because he's just so down on those.
Wow, look. Oh, Roger did hit a pair. Okay. I was going to say taking a stab, but he did hit a pair.
Yeah, Flacco's slowing down a little bit on those orphan pots that he was always getting there for
I was thinking
2 hours.
Yeah, that was not typical for Flacco the way he's played tonight. I really thought if he kept that same aggressive line that he's had on those buttons, that's an easy one he's taken down. Obviously, we see the cards, but maybe just taking a hand off after that last one.
A little regroup, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little regroup.
I got the midnight at 12 in my head.
Blinds here are 60,000, 120,000 with the 120,000 big blind Annie.
Call from the button for Roger.
raise.
Yeah, just a
375.
call. Now this is where Flacco is going to continue. He's wanting to pick on those button limps a little bit, but he's found himself in trouble a couple of times. Last few times he's been able to do it. This time he takes it down.
Choctaw nuts.
Yeah, everyone's screaming for raising and creativity in the heads-up match. And yeah, it's so easy to want to see blast, 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 but they're doing a pretty good job filling each other out. Of course, they're definitely playing two different styles, and at times it's hurt Roger, but he's got the double ups when he's needed it, and he's still in there and playing strong.
Call. Option. Check.
All right, fair fight here. Pair versus two suited overs.
King, Queen, 7 going to scare everybody here.
Gotta see Flacco betting that.
Check.
Hard to hit a pair.
There we go. Now Flacco's going to reach here on the turn as it pairs the board. Pretty safe card for small pairs in this spot.
Absolutely. Bets a small enough amount that if he gets jammed on, easy fold. But instead, he's taken down 535,000.
You betcha.
Oh, heck yeah. There's some more UFC stuff. I got to get back into UFC. I really haven't been into it in over a decade. Roger on the button.
The old keychain, 6-5 offsuit.
Call.
Any hand is a good candidate for a raise.
Yeah.
When your head's up.
6-5 or 6 deuce.
Wow.
Holy moly. 2 pair for Roger. Flacco.
Flacco in trouble.
Little middle piece.
Yeah, definitely gonna look him up. Got a pair heads up. That's gonna slow things down for sure.
Big ol' ugly 7 here on the turn. We got a 4-liner on the board.
Oh, bad card here.
Check.
Both players with 2 pair.
Both players with 2 pair.
Oh, checks it back. 760 going back over to the 1 seat.
Handsome Andy in the chat mentioning that myself, RJ Dupree, is the best UFC fighter. Well, I mean, I can understand why you think that. I'm shaped like a ping pong player body, but my dad, however, he's 83 years old. He was a national champion collegiate wrestler at OU,
Nice.
and he can still tie me in a knot till this day. So yeah, I don't want to mess with those guys too much. It would have been cool to see. Dad likes watching UFC, and he mentions it that he would have liked to have had it those opportunities back in the day when he was younger and crazier.
Flacco raising it up with the king high. Got to. The 9 triz. That's our boy Aaron McAvoy's hand. He likes that.
9 triz.
That 9 triz.
So they're definitely moving around a little bit here, but interesting to see where they're changing up a little bit. Still moving around pre-flop, but not quite as much thievery going on after the flop.
Sounds like it was a heck of a UFC fight. We've had a heck of a tournament tonight. We're 3 hours and 14 minutes into this heads up.
It does.
Well, to this final table, not to the heads up
It
battle.
does sound like nobody on that card could take me though. Oh wait.
What weight class are you in again, RJ?
Ping pong player flyweight.
There you go.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump was a hell of a ping pong player.
Wait, the 250.
Roger waking up with a pair.
All right, we've seen threes on the button a few times tonight. Usually gets them in trouble. 2.
Couple of knuckle draggers, couple of crabs.
All right, Flacco with that medium king suited again. Pretty good flop for king 8. Open-ended with the move up. Ace of diamonds going to chase.
Oh, the only diamond for Roger here.
Scare everybody off here a little bit, but Roger has a little one.
Wow, threes are going to hold unless Flacco puts some money in this pot.
Yeah.
And I think history shows he could get it
Nobody's
done, but nobody.
Nobody's interested here. We're going to go to showdown threes. We'll take it down.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I think
I know Flacco didn't want to get re-raised there if he put money in, but I mean, honestly,
Yeah,
any sort of bet there probably gets it done there.
decision fatigue, I think, is kicking in. Just all those checks. You know, I think he spooked a little bit now from Rogers.
Look at the stacks now.
He spooked a bit from Rogers' button limps, where before he was taking advantage of Rogers' button limps.
How did we get here, folks? We're almost dead even now, chip stack. Flacco just with a slight lead, if that's accurate.
Yeah, that's all right. We can dig in with these guys. I'm all for it. Let's see it.
King 8 isn't going to raise, just going to go to a flop here. Queen 7-7. Flacco coming back in to Flacco mode.
There you go. That's 150 into, what was that, about 400?
I like this call. You got to stick with it, though.
3 of hearts. Check from Roger. Puts Flacco in an interesting spot here as he picks up a gut shot. 660 out there. Let's see what he goes with. Oh, bumps it up again. About
There you
300,
go.
and that'll take it down.
Well played there by Flacco. Yeah, I was worried. I like the call there, though, from Roger.
Yeah, heads up. King high's not awful on a paired flop.
Could even put in a raise there. Yeah, but raise pre-flop or raise there thinking your king high might be good. But he's going to pick another battle. Like I said, these guys are back to even. No reason to dust off a bunch of chips. See if he changes up his play now that he's getting closer to even.
So yeah, these players are over 3 hours now at the final table. They've been battling 167 entries throughout the day.
And if they started at 10 a.m., they've been going now for 14 hours of poker. So long day of poker.
Who needs a hot dog?
Decision fatigue, like RJ said. These guys are really starting to get worn down. I don't know if these two, if Flacco.
Man, they haven't even winked at it. I think they're
winked
ready to play it out.
Somebody wants that coin.
Oh, big lick on the button here for Flacco. 6-9 off. Don't you do it. Yep, he did it.
He did it.
350.
Well, good thing he did. Roger waking up with an ace. And he's going to raise.
We'll say his timing on his limps and his walks have been pretty good as
They really have.
As Rogers had a hand most times.
Seeing a lot of jabs. Ready for that knockout punch. Who do you think is going to win the next big hand? Momentum looked like it may be going towards Roger there for a minute. And then boom, Just like that, Flacco gets another million chip lead.
Yeah, in a pot with not a lot of holdings.
Yeah. But look, I mean, each pot has 300,000 in it to start. So
just to start. What is it? A little over 6 million in play here.
Definitely going to defend here with the 5-4 suited. Hello.
5-4 suited. Does that match?
That looks like a straight to me.
300.
It looks like somebody leading out with middle pair.
Here we go. Flacco flops a little end of the straight. Roger's got middle pair. 300,000 into about 800,000. Flacco calls.
King or a 7 would be devastating.
Ooh.
Check.
8 makes things
Wow.
a little interesting.
How about an even longer straight?
Always a little interesting when that top pair pairs the board. Kind of spooks you a little bit.
1.4 million in the pot. What's he going with here?
1 million.
1 million even?
1 million.
Almost half of Roger's stack here. Second pair, big kicker.
1 million.
He said 400?
A little more than that. He's
A little
going
more
for
than that.
$1 million.
Oh, makes a good fold. 2.4 million going Flacco's way. Awesome.
1 million was the bet. The Austin Powers bet.
Enjoy it. Glad you joined us, Cow Trey. You definitely gave your boy Roger some good shout outs.
Yep, Cow Trey, hanging it up. We appreciate you swinging in, watching, staying with us almost all night. We appreciate that.
Get in that mosh pit, do some stage diving, have a blast tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, we'll let you finish up tomorrow. We'll see you, buddy. Three, 9, 6, a little raggedy, but we got 2 spades. That is pairs all around. Flacco's got bottom 2. Roger
150.
has landed his 3 as well.
Stack is going to start getting real short.
8 of hearts.
Open-ender
Big
now.
card there for Roger. He's got an over and open-ended here.
Does he want to put his foot down here? Pair and a draw. He's going to check.
Puts Flacco in an interesting spot here. 2 pairs usually pretty good, heads up.
Yeah, don't want to let him see a river for free.
Now he's going to go after some cheese. Bets about half the pot, 300,000. Just like that, we got 1.2 million in this pot. Queen of Hearts, the river. Flacco holding the best of it. Takes it, got good showdown value here, so he'll just go to showdown. No reason to bet. 2 pair good.
I misplayed that.
Roger's saying he might have misplayed that. I actually like the way he played it. I don't know that I would have went after that one in that spot. Was a little hefty there on the turn. Flacco went after some cheese and got it.
All right, Roger is on the button. What, just under 1.8 million? 1.4 million.
1.4 million. He's
12 big blinds.
Call. Option. Check.
Three, 8, 9, 2 hearts.
Check.
It's been a while since I got to hang out in this room this late with you, and I forgot it gets cooler in here. It is this late.
Cold tatas in here. Roger betting that open-ender.
There we go.
2 spades in his hand, all red on the board. I like it, Roger. Got to take one down when you get some equity there. Steal it from your opponent. Much needed chips there. Every pot right now is very important for Roger, as these blinds are hefty. This may be another, just a call, okay. Uh-oh.
Deuces.
Hey, be aggressive, I like it.
Yep, puts 400 in there with his pocket pair of deuces. And
Do have to get rid of those 2 cards. She's going to try to get them from him. Can't keep those deuces. Can't be cooking those ducks just yet.
Not yet. Lovely Dina in the box, rocking the box for us tonight. She's been going strong. Somebody said they thought might have some backup coming in to finish it up, but she don't need it.
Choctaw Nuts in the muck. It was dominating Flacco's 4 deuce. All right, let's see if Flacco gets back to his aggressive ways. Got the button now.
Yeah, the frequency of his death by needle raising has definitely slowed down here.
Still with the aggression frequency there, numbers. Flacco definitely the more aggressive player here. Like to see him get back to that with really any 2 cards. He's going to let that one go, though. Yeah, another stat just like the last one. Flacco definitely raising more hands.
Yeah, we pick on Flacco wanting to see a little more out of him, but man, he's played a pretty good game.
Absolutely, been very aggressive. Been very impressed with him, not only this time, but obviously his last appearance on our stream as well.
Yeah, when Roger had called and all in with those deuces. Yeah, you never really know heads up, right? I mean, obviously in a game where there's more hands being played, the deuces usually are insta-mucked, but heads up, sometimes people will roll with those little pairs and take them to battle.
Flacco making a call here with pair of 8s.
We haven't seen what kind of...
Flacco definitely not folding on this river.
What kind of spot he would have thought that'd be.
He approved to trips. Tried to get Roger to fire again.
Trips good.
Roger didn't bite.
I probably agree with Andy that he's probably just throwing those deuces in the mug. Got her.
That's pretty funny when you've been playing and working here long enough, you recognize the voices that are gabbing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
You're about $1,275,000.
5.1 million again for Flacco. Man, he's just got
all in here from Flacco. Suited King 7.
Get your gambling pants on, Roger. Attaboy.
Wow.
Attaboy. Get your gambling pants on. Let's go.
Here we go. So no needle raising on this one. They're all in.
Roger's tournament life is on the line with the Jack 10 of diamonds.
10 in the window. King behind it.
Little sweat.
Need a Jack 10 or Queen here for Roger and
Oh,
finds a
oh my-
10. Ay,
Oh my goodness! You cannot get rid of this man. You cannot get rid of Roger.
Finds a naughty 10 when he needs it. Trips will take it down for Roger.
The perfect 10. Yeah. Jack, queen, or 10 needed.
So that'll put
Catches
him
a 10.
back up over 3 million.
Oh.
And the puke machine hits the chat again.
The puke machine is in the chat. It is like a sprinkler system.
Wow. Vomit, barf, and puke.
Well, if y'all can't get enough tournaments, we've got our big bounty tournament next week. We've also got the Trailblazer series coming up October 16th.
I'm pumped about Trailblazer.
2 million in guarantees. Scan the QR code. October 16th through the 28th, Austin, Texas, at the new TCH Social.
There's Ryan on X. Let's go, Roger that. 10 is my favorite card in the deck. Whew. There you go. He's been hanging around over there. It's back up to 3 million, but some of it's out there. So we're going to call it 2.9.
All is well says, here goes another 2 hours of poker.
Woo.
I'll take that bet. I got the under. Here's a big hand right here. Ace 8, King Queen.
Let's see that, Keys.
What about even, yeah?
Yeah, about even.
I think.
Wearing me out over here. All right. The button has made it 400,000. So, yeah, sizing is... I almost feel like the sizing's gone up due to fatigue.
Well, Flacco needs to do a little inventory because he thinks they're even. He's still got him by a decent chunk here. Makes the call.
All right. We're going to see a flop. Suited ace 8, king queen. Queen in the window, queen 9-4 the flop. And Roger.
Instant all in.
Roger just goes for the home run. No value bet there.
Yep, they could have got that sucker all in pre-flop. And I don't think Roger's ever folding that king queen, so. Dodged a bullet there.
75, 150.
75, 150 now, yeah.
Cal Trey says he doesn't need sleep. He's going to see Roger take this down.
You'll get a second wind when you're crowd surfing to Under Oath or Norma Jean tomorrow.
I think I'm on my 12th wind as we speak.
142 hands in this final table.
Woo! And we had 3 eliminated in the first, 2-3 hands? It was second hand, right? Second or third? I can't remember. That was 2 days ago.
Flacco calling here. That's a good question.
All right, Flacco flatting the button.
Check.
Ace, king 4, rainbow.
King 4, ace. What's going on, Mr. Brad? Howdy, stranger.
175.
All right. Yeah, if you're not going to min-click the buttons, you definitely need to bet every
Absolutely.
flop.
Flacco getting back
One
to
or
it.
the other, right?
3.6. This has got to be the longest heads-up battle that I can recall. But
Oh, yeah?
I could be wrong, but
It's it feels like a long one to me, but I haven't seen a ton of them. But these guys are definitely dug in and getting after it. And, of course, the run that Roger's been on where he just kind of dwindles down and doubles up. Dwindles down and doubles up. Dwindles down and doubles up. I think he's on a 4th double up right now. Is that what he's on?
4th double up, yep.
Option.
Just kind of like that game you play, ping pong.
Mm-hmm.
Flacco now with the suited Jack 10.
450.
450 and a fold. Take down a couple hands, and boom, right back in chip lead. He doubles back up, Bradley.
Raise, 350.
Double up.
Roger probably
Windows down.
liking this hand.
Double up.
He hasn't seen a lot of pretty suited hands like this.
All right, yeah, suited queen 8, king 9 for Flacco. Ace 10 4, 2 hearts. Roger, of course, holding the queen and the 8 of hearts.
All in.
All in.
Rip City from the flush draw, 2.4 million. That's still a bunch. Flacco lets it go.
Easy fold.
The blinds are up 75,150 now. So there's 375,000 in every pot before we get started.
Yeah, Code HDN has a great question. Says, I've never played live before. Would y'all recommend hitting up a tourney or cash games for the first time? I expect to lose, but want the exposure. Haven't played in years. There's a lot of ways you can get in to poker without losing a lot of money. And a lot of towns have kind of free events that they do at bars. And a lot of people I know kind of got their start playing at the bar tournaments because you don't even have to buy in, and there's a prize at the end of it. So it's basically playing for free with a little small prize at the end. So that's one way to do it. A lot of places, casinos, have little $60 buy-in tournaments. You know, that's the max you're going to lose, but you could obviously win, you know, several hundred or a couple thousand.
And check out the tournament schedule at Las Colinas, right?
Yeah.
So the Las Colinas tournament schedule, a little less serious
Daily
perhaps
turbos,
as
daily turbos, right?
As Dallas, yeah, and you can get in over there for like $100. Go jump in some tournaments and definitely get your feet wet and see what you think of tournament style.
But again, you know, the great thing about playing cash though is you can run up a stack and leave. You don't have to. You don't. It's not a winner take all. So
and it's not like you got to spend a fortune to jump in those games. These games, men buy them of $60.
Right.
At Las Colinas, it's a $60 with a cap buy-in of $300 just to play some 1-2. So it is not unordinary for people to go over there and fire a $100 bullet and see what happens. So it's not that big of a deal. You could definitely pick and choose and see which one you like. But yeah, a little easier for most people, more commonly, to start with tournaments.
Yeah, find some stakes you're comfortable in and just start small. Bring an amount that you're comfortable with losing.
Roger, double down hand. Not that I've ever.
Not bad, huh?
Uh-oh. Roger's looking down at the 8-3, and I think Flacco over there may have knocked his chips over.
All right, this time Roger putting in the raise.
Oh, 300, yes, I'm sorry. Still stuck up.
No, that's twice they did.
So Flacco must have gave some tale of some sort over there when they were kidding around, and Roger takes advantage of it.
Absolutely.
So all men click this thing, see what happens.
10 deuce, right? Yeah.
I was just testing, see what you guys did. So quiet, come back.
That fatigue will do it to you.
All right, Flacco's got his button again. They are really close to even now.
3.2 to 3.4-ish.
This is probably the closest we've seen it this entire stream.
Oh, option.
Jack 8, 9-7.
350.
Oh, Roger.
Roger's starting to turn it up a
All
little
right.
bit here. And good, that could be an advantage for him right now, as Flacco seems to have slowed down a little bit on his frequency. Maybe Roger can pick his up and start picking up some of these spots.
Similar hands here. We could see a big one.
Call on the button. Key's got it right. Ace 10-7, 3 clubs. Players holding all red cards.
We see a 9 on the turn. Party could be over.
Gut shot here for Flacco. Bottom pair for Roger.
Clubs are a little scary.
Flacco takes a peek and reaches for chips. What does he have in mind? Bumps it up.
Now Roger's sitting over there with bottom pair. Gonna let it go. Nice aggressive play for Flacco.
Goes verbal with that bet, 450.
1250. 9 and 7, that would be nasty.
How many people hanging out with us? We still got 304 viewers on all platforms this late hour. Kicking and twitching and YouTube Live. We thank each and every one of you.
12:55 a.m. Everybody's wanting to see who's taking home $14,580.
Now, I know this has been a long heads-up battle, but this has definitely not been the latest or craziest hour we've been in here. So sometimes
some of the bigger tournaments have gone to 5 or 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't need no.
This one is not going to do that.
I don't need no sunrises in my life. I should be asleep. Queen 8 versus King 7. Nobody lands. Oh, we do have some
pair
little
of 8s
yeah,
now
little
and a pair of 7s for Roger.
Battle of the little fellas. Pardon me.
It's going to be an interesting spot here. Flacco saying you didn't bet on the flop. Now you're betting with a 7.
I can't check raise every turn. Well, I mean, you could. All right, we'll go to showdown. This 8 will beat the 7.
We are no longer even.
Nice little pot there for Flacco.
Flacco got that chip lead again. Yeah, that's definitely a good point there. What keys, if you're looking to learn poker, you know, learn it the free way or the cheapest way you can. Bar poker can definitely pick up some bad habits. You're going to get people that just don't give a shit about what they're doing and just ripping it in with any 2 cards because it's a free roll. But
don't be doing any crazy stuff in the bathroom either. That's a bad habit.
yeah, but play your game and you know, learn from the shitty play you're going to see for sure.
Oh, that's option. I mean, your first couple years until you get that master's degree. I mean, it's just handling the dumb, navigating the dumb, organizing the dumb, hopefully not being one of them. That's what it's all about, right? Jack 4, 5.
Big flop here.
Flacco's got a pair and a flush draw.
Just continuing.
Game of action and reaction. Navigating the silliness.
And Andy said the men's club here in Dallas may have a poker tournament. You can play poker and tip his mother. Sorry, Andy, had to. She's a great lady, though.
Yeah. Eric knows all about that place. He's not even invited there.
Nope.
Had a nice one.
Had a nice one. Royal nice flush is good.
The 2-card royal.
Now I feel like this is the 3rd time we've got him down to breaking those red chips over there. So something could be on the horizon.
Yep, and
Flacco
you know, got the button again. Let's see if he starts leaning.
That's a rule of poker. You break him a 3rd time, action is a-coming.
Lean in and lean heavy. Queen high.
350.
Yep, here we go, 350. Fold, boom.
Here we go. Men click and a tickler. That was
just
kind
like
of a big
that.
tickler, but that's all right.
Look where we're at, RJ.
Boom.
5.2 million for Flacco again.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important to keep that pressure on just enough to where they can't build on you. And that's why our good friend Danny Mark says chips lost are more valuable than chips earned. As you build up from 3 to 5, you don't really realize it. But if you fall from 3 to 1, man, you feel it, right?
Queen 4. 1.4 million. Good enough to come in for a raise. Just makes the call. Gonna have to get lucky here.
2 to flop. Ooh. Queen, Jack 3.
Both players hitting a pair here.
300.
Flacco makes the call. Bank.
Hello, 6-ball.
6-ball on the turn. This is going to be a sneaky one.
Yeah, this is it. This is it,
Oh,
folks.
all in and a call.
Big hand here, all in.
That's a sneaky 6-ball there on the turn. We're going to
Queen
get it in
4,
here.
looking to counterfeit. Needs a 3, a queen, or a 4.
Roger's at risk.
Or
Could
it is
this
over.
end it?
There
The
you-
7 of diamonds, and that will end it.
That will end it. Handshake, gentleman's game, and Flacco takes down another tournament at TCH. Congratulations to both players.
Flacco.
Roger is going to finish second. And what's he taking home, RJ? 96 something?
Flacco in the winner's circle again. Let's see what these guys are going to get.
96-15 for Roger. Heck of a showing. A lot of fun. Well played, sir.
Yeah, congrats to both these players outlasting 165 entries and a nice prize for your efforts, 96-15 to second place. Our man, Flacco, winning tonight's tournament. First place, 14,580. Job well done.
300 of y'all
Yeah.
hung in with us for that long, what felt like heads-up battle that just took forever, but well played.
Yeah, GG's all around in the chat.
Flacco getting the big prize of 14,580. He's taking some pictures with his chips and having a good time, and we had a good time in here,
We had a
RJ.
good time, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight. And from the TCH Live booth, he's Eric Van Loosen. I'm RJ Dupree. Join us next week for the $400,000 Bounty Birthday Tournament, and we will
That's
see
right.
you again next time.
Join us Tuesday night as well on our live cash stream, and
Yeah,
looking
we'll
forward to
both
that.
be here for a little bit of that.
Absolutely. We will get you guys off with a promo video on the way out. Thank you again for joining us. TCH Dallas in the house. Take care.
All right, good night.
Celebrate Texas Card House Dallas' 4th anniversary. High hands from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. $1,000 drawings every hour from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Buy 4 hours for $44.